Okay, ladies and gents, are we live? Man, you guys are fast. All right, yeah, I just put up the poll, and we already have a response there, so that's nice. Let's get this started. I haven't even like tweeted about my stream or told, my Discord, but yeah. I can imagine, right? You guys already here. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna get started right now, and I'm gonna put on like the stream music and all that stuff. But like it's just so interesting to hear and get opinions from people, because like this is the kind of stuff that I like to know. This is the kind of stuff that I want to know. To me, it's very important. To me, it's important to know and understand these kinds of things, because without it, you're literally just sitting here and just being an idiot. So I like to know things. Wow, somebody actually put I am satisfied. I want to hear why are you satisfied with the current patch? If you're gonna vote I am satisfied, let us know why. Let's have a discussion. All right, nobody's gonna call you out. Nobody's gonna say shit about you, unless you just like trying to desperately white knight for Dauntless. Then we do understand your desperation, but let us know. I want to know why. If you're here and you actually put I am satisfied, I want to know why. Tell me. I want to know why you're satisfied with the current patch that had 0 content in it. Is it because the bug fixes? Is it because you're expecting something else? What's the reason? What's the reason? Or maybe you just hate me. Maybe that's your reason for voting I'm satisfied, because wowzers, that's an interesting one. I was expecting 0 votes on that. But don't forget to like the stream, guys, so that we can trend higher and make sure that more people can see and participate in the polls. I want to know. Come, tell me. And Molten Pepper, good to see you. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Zeno, I hope you're having a good day today. I always like understanding things. Z-Tac Wonderment, what's up, my man? You have changed your name because I do not recognize this name at all. But you have a long time badge, so I'm very interested. Tell me, how are you doing today? Sorry, my mind was still on the question. I meant to ask, how are you doing today? And welcome to the stream, my friend. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Vega. I appreciate it. I'm still waiting for the one guy who voted I'm satisfied to tell me why they're satisfied. I really want to know. Like this is very interesting to me. I really want to know. I think it'd be very cool to know that. Woo. For some reason, I just got like spammed by Mighty Zeno's link invites there. Accepted. I'm like in that super curious mode. Yeah, Dauntless seems to say it's not doing good with the new patch. And it really isn't. Because, again, they said that they were stopping a lot of things to work on content. So that's why I'm very keen on learning more. Because one person, out of the 9 people who voted so far, one person actually said, I am satisfied with the current patch. I want to know why. Like, this person has voted anonymously, and of course they're not required to give reasons, but I'm very curious as to why they said that. Like, you see, because I'm expecting a 0 satisfaction. I'm honestly expecting 0 satisfaction. And well, three people have quit Dauntless out of the 9, so that's unfortunate. But yes, I just want to like the reason why. Oh damn! Of course it wasn't necessary, Vega. None of this was necessary to begin with. And thank you guys. Don't forget to like the stream. While we have our discussion. there was no need to nerf the Molten Edict. I mean, it was strong in a particular type of trial, but it's only in a very specific trial situation. Yeah. You can watch my patch notes videos, Zitek. If you haven't seen it yet, you can definitely just head on over and watch that. It's a very simple one. It just explains the situation and helps to tell people what's up, basically. That's really all it is. Yeah, it's only 5 minutes, and the stream will be going for like another like 2.5 hours, so you can definitely pop in, watch that, and pop out. But there's honestly nothing in it, so you can actually just look at the news patch notes. They nerfed the damages, yes, but it's still a nerf. Oh, a lot of people quit Dauntless already, and that's why it was important to do the vote. Voting satisfied was an accidental click from him. Could be. Maybe he actually wanted to vote I am unsatisfied. I mean, I'm just interested in the reasons for these people to say the things that they do. It's just very, very interesting to me, and I just want to know some stuff. You know, I like to know this. But I have indeed lost quite a few people. And welcome, Lady Neo. We're just checking out the polls right now, and the results are very interesting. So far, one person voted I am actually satisfied with the patch. Very, very interested to find out what the reason is, other than an accidental push of the button. And don't forget to like the stream, guys. If you guys are voting, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. That way it trends and more people can come in and vote. We can get more accurate results here, and that'll be very good. Hey, honey, how you doing? But yeah, just to address that question from earlier, yes, a lot of people have actually already expressed to me that they've quit Dauntless. These are people that have been watching me for several months, and they came in and said, hi, They said, hi, I'm quitting Dauntless. I'm not happy with the situation. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Yo, I owe you a rap, my friend. I owe you a rap from the other day. So I'll get to that in a minute. And well, like I said, if there are people who are voting that they are satisfied, all right, with the current patch, if there are people who are voting that they are satisfied, don't be afraid of us. We're not gonna bite your heads off. We're not gonna chomp your head off. We're not gonna attack you, all right? This is not a place where that happens. We don't do that. We don't do that here. Here in Wakanda, what we want to know is why you are satisfied with the current state of things and why you wish to purport the idea that you are satisfied. Because Wakanda is forever. Good evening, Triz. How you doing? So the polling night, I love doing polling night because it's just very interesting. Okay, we've currently got 3 votes for I am satisfied, yet none of them have actually stepped forward to say why they're satisfied. I'm very interested to know. Could one of you guys tell us why you're satisfied with the state of Dauntless right now? What makes you so satisfied about this recent patch where the only change is a nerf to the Molten Edict? What is making you guys satisfied? Because I want to know. And I'm loving Tiny Tina's. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that with Kaz later. Tiny Tina's is fun if you've got friends, and of course my whole community is into it right now, so it's our squeeze. That's for sure as a tech. It's very fun. It's very fun indeed. No, I completely understand that, Lewis. Like, a lot of my fans unfortunately have quit. Most of them just stick around and watch me from time to time, which is interesting. And I can't help but feel that these 3 people who voted, that they are satisfied, are they white knights? Are they only white knights? It is kind of boring, and the game is usually boring. Most of the time, I'm the one that creates the fun and interesting builds for people to utilize. So it's just very interesting to see this dynamic happening right now. that we're seeing in the polls. What is it? 12 people. About 3 people have stated that they are satisfied. I'm very interested to, if any one of you guys who have voted I am satisfied is willing to step up and speak up. Why are you satisfied? Maybe Lewis. I'm just interested. Like, I just want to hear from them. If they're new, they can say that they're new. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. I'm seeing a lot of people popping in. Just make sure you hit the like button on the stream. All right. It would be tremendously helpful so we can get more opinions from a wider audience. So make sure to hit that thumbs up like button, and it will really, really help us out. And yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with playing Dauntless to get rid of stress or things like that. That's just normal, you know. Yeah, I heard, Zatek, that a lot of people, were unhappy with the DLC right now. And, aw, who tipped 30? You lovely anonymous person. Well, regardless, okay, Mr. Anonymous person, there's going to be a concert for you later. Thank you very much. But, you know, I just want to carry on expressing things first before we do more of the stuff. And the DLC, yeah, I heard a lot about it, Zatek. And you know, I'm just banking that because I'm buying the season pass for myself and my lady love here. What we're actually going to be doing is waiting for the next few DLC drops, because the first DLC drop, I have definitely heard that it wasn't that much because it was fairly short. But there are supposed to be a couple more DLC drops, and I did think it was a bit early for DLC, because one of the things that was expressed from me is that, hello, DLC, isn't it a bit early? Normally DLC comes 1 or 2 months after the game is released, and it was just released last month and they're already throwing out DLC. It seems to me like it's a bit of a rush job. So yeah, I do understand the frustration, and believe me, I also understand that. But we're gonna save the Tiny Tina's discussion for Tiny Tina's if you guys are around later. Today we're gonna be focusing on the Dauntless poll, because we want to get as accurate a result as possible. And yeah, we still only have 3 on the satisfied, so that's interesting. Also to River to answer your question, it wasn't always like this. There was a point in time where a lot of people played Dauntless, and in fact Dauntless was quite a bumping game. A lot of people, it was during the time of the rise of my channel. I think it was when I was at about 6,000 subscribers. That was literally the peak of the channel, because at the time there were a lot of ideas coming out from people. We were creating a lot of interesting builds. Dauntless had just released the Omnicells, as well as the Revenant Omnicell, I think, at the time. And people were waiting for the next big drop, but I think the quality of releases just really dropped off after the Revenant Omnicell, and people were left waiting for a very long period. Then the Artificer Omnicell was finally released, and it was received in a terrible sense, because it was a support-based Omnicell, and it was only viable in a support-style build. And that caused a lot more people to also quit, unfortunately, because they just weren't interested in what the devs had to do after that. And then, you know, Dauntless kept nerfing fun things, and yeah, it was a bit of a problem. And am I comfortable with the way stamina works in Dauntless? Absolutely. You know, fair is fair, Vega. I'm not going to rag on something that I am 100% confident with. Stamina management is a skill. Stamina management is a skill that everybody needs to learn. Hey, Biggie Bot, what's up? Stamina management is something that a lot of players don't actually get to learn anymore, because I mean, I'll be frank with you guys. One of the best ways to learn is to actually get coaching from me. So it is very important that players get their channel membership and get direct coaching, because stamina management is a very, very important thing. It may make the game clunky, but it is actually a necessary part that they cannot remove without removing adrenaline cells or having a replacement for that. But you see, stamina for the top tier players is actually a very powerful tool, not only to make your Slayer more powerful, but also to separate, in a sense, the wheat from the chaff. Many players don't learn these core skills and opt for builds that don't have a stamina management style. But stamina management styles are very, very important if you want to really reach the top tier in the game, because much like all the other tools in the game, it's a tool of combat. It's something that you can use to be stronger, you know, and that's something that's very, very important. Now, again, it boils down to a lot of people just haven't gotten the chance to be coached in that. And yeah, the glitching backgrounds are the glitching trees are supposedly fixed tonight. I guess we'll see. And yeah, it is very, very disturbingly unsatisfied, but that was the expected result. You see, that's why the 3 people who voted I am satisfied, I'm still waiting to hear from them. I still want to know why they're so satisfied with everything, because again, this is something that I want to know. This is something that is so key and important to me. In fact, now we're up to 4 people that have said I am satisfied. Is this just one guy making 4 YouTube accounts just to vote I am satisfied, or are these like a bunch of white knights or trolls that are coming in and saying that they're satisfied for no reason other than to skew the polls? Because I don't think anyone's satisfied with this. I really want to know. Please, if you are voting I am satisfied, come and talk to us. Tell us why you're satisfied. Help us understand, because as you can see, more than 52% of my audience has already quit Dauntless, yet they stick around because they like to watch me, or they find me interesting. You know, I want to know. Help me understand. Whoever you are that is voting I am satisfied, even if you're some white knight that's coming in to create 4 accounts, tell us also. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. The Phantom of Satisfaction, yes, that's what we're gonna call them. Maybe they just started, Michael. That could also be true. Coffeed, I'm satisfied with how shit the game is. Lol. Oh. Will my channel be okay? Yeah, hell yeah. My channel will be fine, man. You see, a channel cannot be dependent on one game. Of course, Dauntless is the main content on the channel, but no streamer should be just 100% dependent on one game, or else you're gonna get butt fucked. So I will just have to break into new markets if that's the case, and you know, that's explain my shirt. This is my pajama top. So once upon a time there was a mistaken order, right? When I ordered my Macho Man gear, and this came in the mail. So my mom was like, "Do you want to use it for pajamas?" And I was like, "Yeah." And after waking up from my afternoon nap, I had my dinner and I was too lazy to change, because I was like, you know what? I'm fucking lazy. So I came here in my pajama shirt. Ta-da, 51, baby. I don't even know what it means, but whatever. If I were to take it literally, I guess it means I'm worth 51, which is fucking cheap, but eh. So that is my t-shirt. You can't. I don't know where this came from. It's a mistaken order, so it's obviously not in my merchandise store. But yeah, it just arrived in the mail, and I was like, whatever. Raymond, that's okay. We 100% understand that it's in a questionable state. In fact, that's why, you know, I'm just I'm doing this poll today, Raymond. So feel free to discuss. Like I said, I'm very keen to know, because I would say about 5 people now have voted that they are actually satisfied with the current patch. I'm actually looking at why, because it seems like one desperate dude is creating like multiple YouTube accounts just to keep up with the poll, because I'm not really seeing anyone giving me an answer as to why they're satisfied. So if any of them would be very willing to come and talk to us, like, we're not gonna attack you. We're really not going to like whack you or anything. Like, nobody here is gonna attack you. We're not savages. Even if the Virgin Guard desperately wants to make us out to be savages, we're not savages. We're just here to understand. So if you're satisfied, please communicate with us. You know, this feels like Phasmophobia. Give us a sign. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here, Phantom? Phantom of the Satisfaction. Are you here? Can you give us a sign? Can you give me an EMF reading level 5? Explain to us why you're satisfied. Thank you. We'd be very grateful for that. I feel like I'm doing a comedy show here. Very true, Coffee. Now, we had to delete that message, obviously, for safety reasons, but, you know, very true. Aw, thank you, Kaz, for paying 51 won for me. I appreciate that. That's a lot. You know, it means a lot. And yeah, Triz, that's kind of one of the problems that we have talked about continuously throughout the stream. throughout the streams that I've done, we've always mentioned that unfortunately, there isn't much endgame content. So the new hunt pass setup is okay for the people just entering the game. I don't know. I still think they're losing out compared to those of us in the past who have gotten all this sweet ass drip, and now they can't access it without paying. And I wish the devs would hop into my stream, Lewis. Like, that's for real. Karai X9, there's nothing much in the patch notes. You can check out my video. It's only 5 minutes. You can go watch that video and then come back. Honestly, it's 5 minutes. Also, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Please keep hitting the like button on the stream. It'll trend higher, and more people can come in and vote. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We'll do a little bit of a concert for everybody in a short while. All right, I promise to entertain you with something other than my terrible sense of humor. But I know you guys love my stand-up anyway, which is why you're sitting here listening to me stand in Ramsgate and do actually nothing. I know you guys love my sense of humor here because I'm very interested. This is some phasmophobia shit right here. There is some phasmophobia shit because we asking questions. We got the spirit box out here, like, please give us a response on the spirit box. Tell me why you voted yes. I want to know why you're satisfied. Give me a sign. And yeah, who's Sam? I've read pretty much everything you said. Sorry I couldn't answer. Sometimes chat moves too fast, but I did read what you said. Mounting of monsters. It would definitely be a cool addition, and it's already a system in the game, so I would really like to see that. But I don't know if they add it for more behemoths. They really should, though. I think it'd be a fun system. Monster Hunter is not my type of game. I'm sorry. I'm actually more of a action type game. Dauntless. The only reason I played Dauntless instead of Monster Hunter was because Dauntless was, in its prime, more about action. I hate preparing for hunts. I hate being delayed for hunts. I want to go in, shoot stuff, come out, kill stuff. I like that kind of thing, which is why I like Space Punk so much. It's all about action. It's action, hunting treasure, action, hunting treasure. That's it. It's a simple plan for a simple man, A new weapon would be great. I would love to see a new weapon. And also, just so you know, we currently owe 220 push-ups, so I'll be getting started on that after my little concert. The concert will begin in about 8 minutes, so please do get your votes in right now. If you haven't voted yet, if you haven't liked the stream yet, make sure to like the stream. And let's keep this going. Well, Raymond, don't feel too sad, because what I'll say to my fellow brother from Australia, by the way, I'm going to Perth in September. I know Perth is not really great, but that's where I live. That's my hometown. I'll be back in Perth in September. What I'll say is that don't feel like you should be sad about it, because the thing is, we cannot control what the devs do, and I've tried talking as much as I can, but nothing much eventuated from that. Dauntless is a good game, but they've made very bad decisions, and they keep listening to the wrong people. If they would, like I said, and we've presented this solution to them many times, they need to hire myself, and they need to listen to what I have to say, because if they do, I can guarantee you I can turn this game around in 4 months. Chop stamp guaranteed. You can take this clip, send it to them. I don't care. 4 months, I could turn this game around, guaranteed. But they would have to listen to everything I say, to the letter. If they failed on even one small aspect, this game would be sunk. Yeah, Dauntless was fun in its prime because they kept creating new things, but right now they're really not, so it's looking a little sad, I would say, yeah. A lot of people have, unfortunately, quit the game. Okay, you voted yes, Mindao. Thank you for taking a minute to talk to us. Why are you satisfied with the current patch? If you don't mind telling us, why are you satisfied with the current patch? Like I said, you receive no hate. I just want to know why you're satisfied with the current patch, considering that the patch only contained a nerf for the Molten Edict, as well as some minor bug fixes. Like, what makes you satisfied with the current direction of Dauntless and the current patch of Dauntless? Please do share it with us. We would love to learn, and it'd be great if I could be involved, Lewis. But honestly, I would honestly need to be paid. I would not do it for free, because the way I see it, turning this around would take a lot of effort, especially involving new weapons. The bow has always been something that the player base has wanted. A lot of players have asked for it several times. But the You're sponsored by Dauntless. You can't hate on them. You didn't pay for it, and number two, you're sponsored by Dauntless. Can't hate on them. Well, fair enough. You're sponsored by Dauntless. You mean you actually work for them, or you know you were sent here by Dauntless, or well, irrespective. You know, thank you for sharing your perspective on why you're satisfied. You know, you literally cannot hate on them. That's fine. That's fine. You're sponsored by Dauntless, huh? That's an interesting one. Okay. And yeah, there definitely wouldn't be any hate. Like, I'm just interested to know things, you know. Why do we like to know things? Because information is power. And yeah, there definitely. Oops, sorry. Opened my own stream for some weird ass reason. Instead of getting back to where I'm supposed to go. I take it this is an alt of yours. And yes, as somebody who's sponsored by Dauntless, do you have any input on why they're doing this? Ah, fair enough. Had to show them some love. Well, it seems there are several other people like you, Mindao, and of course it seems that you're in an alt account because I don't see anything on your channel, so I'm assuming that you might be a creator or somebody that's been hired by Dauntless. In that case, that's okay. You know, again, we're not going to hate, we're not going to dig into your identity or whatnot, because I'm seeing about 6 people now who have voted that they are satisfied, and I'm pretty sure that they're all similarly in your situation. So okay. People are like, to me, it seems to me like they're quite worried. So because this is not a good situation for them. Raymond, they definitely do need to listen to the community, and I'm quite certain that that it would be very good if they actually did, but they need to definitely do that. And now we're seeing 7 people say that they're satisfied. Okay, those of you who are satisfied, please come and tell us. Are you in a similar situation to Mindaob? Is that why you have to vote yes? Are you literally forced to vote yes? And you know, thank you for sharing with us about that, Mindaob. It's very good to have a perspective on this, because it shows that yeah, thank you for sharing. It goes to show that, honestly, without a gun to their head, you know, a lot of people aren't voting, and in fact, right now I'm starting to see several more people coming in, and yet people are not sharing their opinions on why they're satisfied. We now have about 8 votes of people saying that they're satisfied with Dauntless. Why are you guys satisfied? If truly 14% of people are actually satisfied with the current patch, what about this current patch makes you so satisfied about Dauntless? Especially considering the fact that you guys aren't speaking yet. You know, I want to know your perspectives. I'm sure everybody here who has uninstalled the game or who is unsatisfied with the patch, I'm sure they would love to hear from you guys. They want to know. They want to know why you are satisfied. Ah, you're from Brisbane, east side. Same side as Sydney, yeah? Because I'm from the west. I'm from Western Australia, so yeah, pretty much. Perth is okay. It's a boring little town. Okay, listen, as long as the money comes in for you, fine, go ahead. Definitely, Renka. I think a lot of people are in the same situation as you. They're all feeling very, very upset about it, you know. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that perspective, you know. Like I said, not really, Hungguido. See, that was a way for Dauntless to make money. And again, I don't begrudge them, you know, actually making money as long as they put the money to good use. Because it seems to me like they're not actually spending our money in a useful way. See, that's the only thing I have a problem with, Hungguido. Them charging for slots is okay, because a lot of games do that. If you look at, for example, I wish I could give some other examples of the games, but if you look at games like Paladins and whatnot, you know, all these games, they basically continue to support themselves because of skins, cosmetics, emotes, whatever. It's the same kind of thing. It's to enhance your game experience. So there's nothing wrong with charging for that. I mean, I personally on my channel, let's be factual here. Let's be factual here. Thank you, Carcijo. I'm glad you love me. I love you too, random citizen. I give special treatment to channel members because they're paying my bills. Okay, thank you, Mindao. Thank you for being very honest. We appreciate your insight. They're trying to show love for Dauntless. Thank you, thank you. I understand. I understand this perspective, and I had the suspicion, but thank you very much for confirming it. From all of us here at the Robot Nation, thank you, thank you. We appreciate the sincerity with which you're being very frank with us. You know, thank you for doing that. And I hope you enjoy the income that you earn from Dauntless. Thank you for that insight. We appreciate it. What transmog a helmet? This is from the Savates rumor, Jenny. So if you do the Savates rumor, you can get the helmet and chestplate transmog. It's free. Again, thank you. So they're just coming in here to show love. So what Min Daob has explained to us on this stream and has shown to us is that indeed, some people are still, you know, making some money from Dauntless. They're coming in here to show some love. More than 4 of the votes were from people that they know. They're trying to show love for Dauntless, then abandoning the stream. So, okay, so we have some insight. But again, that is something that is not healthy. This is not healthy for a video game. I have built a vast majority of my career off Dauntless, so I think you can see the concern for me. I'm not here to hate on this game for no reason. I am here to speak on issues that I feel are important to the player base, because I'm watching my fan base literally get chopped. You can see 50% have quit Dauntless. 50% have quit Dauntless. You know? And indeed, they may not feel comfortable talking when so many of us feel differently. That's okay, but here's my problem. 50% of my fan base has quit. And we know that my fan base is literally the entirety of Dauntless. So, you know, other than the very small group of haters who dislike me and my content, which is fine, I don't really care about them, I've lost about 50%. Very, very bad. This is not good for any game. And if, you know, assuming that Min Daob is correct, and of course I really do agree with what he has said, although I'm gonna take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because you know, him not coming on a real account also means that we don't know who he really is, so we don't know whether we can trust the words. But I would see that these individuals are they do feel that they're obligated to share, you know, because they didn't pay for it. They're sponsored by it. He said that he's sponsored by Dauntless and he gets money for, so he literally cannot hate on them, which is understandable. And he said that several of the other people are actually coming in here to drop some love on Dauntless, to try and, you know, show that Dauntless is getting some love, and then they're leaving the stream, which is why I'm not getting an answer. But he actually sat here for a moment to get an answer. So, you know, that's fine, and that's okay. Listen, we live in a society. We must accept that there will always be people who are different to us. As much as we would like to believe that the Robot Nation is the only nation, and as much as I often say it on stream that we are the only ones who matter, because we are, we must also, you know, realize that that's just something I say on my show. Okay, in the real world perspective, we always exist in a world with other people. Sorry, Asian accent there for a second. in the real world, we live in a world with other people. And because we live in a world with other people, we must accept that there are going to be different perspectives. Even if we disagree with their perspectives, it is never our duty to hate on them or to dislike them, you know, because they are entitled to their way of life. I mean, you know, on stream, I think maybe some people don't even realize that on stream, and we've discussed this at length sometimes, but as many of you who know me personally, you know that when I come on a show, I said we live in a society, yeah. It's true. Listen, I'm the type of person that when I'm on a show, I act very differently, because when you're on stream, when you're on camera, there is like a perspective, right? There is a different perspective. Like, people are watching me and they're here to be entertained. So when they're here to be entertained, I've sort of stepped into this role where I'm this egomaniacal dictator, and everything that's against me is heresy. I want like execute this man for saying different. But that's part of the show. And what is important is that we must separate that from how we actually deal and interact with the world, because if we don't do that, then we are no better than the animals that we try to distance ourselves from. Yes, it's exactly like an alter ego. Think of me as a method actor. When I step into the role of the Asian robot, I'm no longer Siddhartha Chen. I'm no longer Siddhartha Chen, the content creator. I am the Asian robot. I am your beloved dictator, okay? Leader of the robot communist party. That's also one part of the jokes. Leader of the strong robot nation. We don't give a fuck. We thugs, we gangsters. It's part of the entertainment. It's part of the entertainment. The ass-kicking macho man. Yes, that's right. All of these are like a parts of the persona, but like in reality, the way that we must look at things, the way we must assess things, should always be based on facts, figures, data, science. We can never act on the basis of emotion, which is why I'm very proud tonight of the people that were here, because when that guy was giving his perspective, nobody was giving him hate. People were listening. See, that's what we need to do to facilitate good discussion, because that's what we want to do. I know how many of you feel about the current state of Dauntless, and I am in the same boat. I make my money off this. I do. I am not sponsored by them. They would never sponsor an Asian man, for sure. We know that. I make my money off the love of the people. I am the people's champion for that reason, because it is solely the people who pay my salary. But because I know it is the people who pay my salary, it is so important for me to understand and voice the will of the people. And right now, the will of the people is that they are unsatisfied. And, the people who were coming in to vote, that they were satisfied and then dipping or refusing to talk, they're just here to come, vote, and then abandon the stream to skew the results. Much in the same way, I feel and have felt that over the past few polls I have conducted, several individuals have come in solely to skew the results, and that to me is very, very, very saddening. And King Buddy, if you feel the update is vague and boring, trust me, my entire fan base is there with you. Like, if you look at the polls, 46% out of 65 votes have already said that they've quit. Several of my people have told me in YouTube comments that they've quit. Sometimes they stick around just to watch me for a little bit. I'm very thankful and blessed for these individuals that continue to support me. It's just sad, And yeah, I agree, Kaz, with what Zeno said as well, because these people are sponsored and they're getting money from Dauntless, but what purpose does that serve? See, that's an important thing. So they're coming here to show some love, but do you understand how that looks exactly the same? This is exactly the same situation as politicians giving handshakes to their own people. The politicians are taking the taxpayers' money, and instead of reinvesting in infrastructure, in the economy, in education, whatever, no, they're just paying people to say, look, we need you to tell people that the government's great. And the people are doing it. Is that helpful or beneficial to anybody? I don't believe so. And in fact, we just got a new vote for I'm satisfied. Mister, if you're here to show love for Dauntless, would you kindly tell us why you're satisfied? If you can, nobody's gonna hate on you. All right, we just want to know. We just want to know why you're so satisfied with the current update. Please explain it to us. We would like to see, because out of all these people that have voted today, 9 people, so 9 accounts have come in here to say we love Dauntless. We love I mean, depends. Some of the rumors, like the Savate one, which I'm wearing right now, the helmet and the chest piece, it's pretty cool. Exactly, and if you're the only ones benefiting, that's not helpful because you're literally shooting your income stream in the foot. If you're only concerned about the money that you're getting, rather than they're basically taking your hunt pass money. That's very true, and I can see why. Now we have about 14% of people. That's 10 people who've said that they're satisfied. Other than Mindao, you know, are you guys all paid by Dauntless? Because I'm telling you, that's how it's looking to the people right here. And if you're the only ones getting paid by Dauntless just to say that it's good, then you're going to be the only ones left when Dauntless sinks because the player base is not happy. So maybe you could feed this back to Dauntless, you know. I would love for you guys to send this back to your corporate masters. It would be really good if you did that. You know, if you guys just want to vote and skew the results, that's fine too. I have no hate against you. You're just probably doing your job or what you see as your job. But for the sake of your own job, if you want to see this continue, unless you're thinking about hopping companies, would you kindly feed this back to your employers because people are not happy. And we would like to see our money being used for... we are the real player base, aren't we, Zeno? That's true. We would like to see our Hunt Pass money used for actual content. Okay, thank you, Authentic, for saying that. Okay, you're satisfied because you're returning players. So there's a lot of content you've missed, so there's a lot for you to do. You don't really care for constant content. Doesn't really bother you. That's fine. Thank you for your response. I appreciate that. That's a very lovely response. Thank you for telling us that. Okay, so there's that perspective as well. Players are returning and they're satisfied because there's stuff for them to do. Fine, that's okay. We're currently up to about 11 people saying they're satisfied. That's interesting. That's fine, that makes sense. Thank you very much for sharing your opinion. You know? Is somebody calling the dog Hector, Kaz? Lol. You have some dies and you think the appearance of the axe of Agris. Many of them are very annoying and difficult. I mean, dealing 250k core damage, Hong Guido, is not that difficult, assuming you've got your endgame builds. Raymond, thank you very much for enjoying my content. I appreciate that. Exactly, Renka. The returnees get to experience new stuff, but how long do they experience it for? How long can you play it for before getting bored again? You see, again, this is not healthy for the player base if there's a churn. You know, there's a churning player base. Not very good. And if you don't care for consistent updates, I don't know, would he be spending on the game as well? Coming back every now and again, dropping some cash? I mean, some people do, you know, and if they do, I hope Dauntless can earn enough from people like that because so far, other than the people who have literally been paid or the people who are returning, we haven't really had any other reasons for why people are satisfied, yet the votes go up here and there. Are people really desperately trying to defend the game? Do I have a sturdy damage build? I was the one who created them, Hong Guido. But I don't really promote them anymore because I feel it makes Slayers pretty piss poor at the game. You can reference the endgame hammer, endgame striker build from about 5 months ago. Those contain sturdy. The reason why I don't encourage them, though, is because you're not developing your skills. Raymond, yes it is, but it's only possible under very specific circumstances. It's not something that can be consistently done, which is why, again, I don't promote it on my channel, because, as you know, we are the channel of reason and science. We are here to ensure that, I only deliver things that, can be consistently replicated, Raymond, which is why I don't do those trick shot builds. Because, if you have to do, like, 10, 20 runs just to get one trick shot video, I think it's stupid. I think that is the dumbest thing you could do because it looks cool for that one video and then that's it. For me, what's more important is ensuring that Slayers can consistently replicate good results, which is why I don't do one-shot builds or any of those kinds of trick shots. It is possible to do, but I refuse to do them because, again, the way that I structure my content, the way that I present content to people is always based solely on one thing: replication. It must be replicated. Trees, the update hasn't happened, Raphael. The trees will be unbugged after tonight's update. So, If the trees have not been unbugged by tomorrow, then you can certainly be mad. But you cannot be mad yet because the update has not been released yet. The update releases at 1 a.m. tonight. Dot power. I'm sorry. Refresh that question. I mean, if I just get ignored, I won't be able to say why I say that I am satisfied with the new update. Are you trying to say that you said that you're satisfied with the new update? If you are, tell us your reason. Tell us your reason. I want to know. Because the only thing contained in the update right now was literally a nerf and bug fixes. So, you know, please do tell us. Nobody's ignoring you, though. What you got to understand, Dot Power, is that during voting nights, chat moves very fast. So sometimes we will miss messages. So, you know, if you're getting ignored, well, number one, you don't have a green name, obviously, because green names get paid attention to. And number two is that, you know, I didn't see you say anything. I didn't see you send a single message. You already said why you're satisfied. We didn't see it. So you're going to have to say it again. But, you know, that's what discussions are, my dude. If I didn't address it, then I didn't see it. Chat moves fast. So you're going to have to type it again. All right? And if you're not interested in doing that, then we cannot facilitate a discussion. Dauntless podcast, at this point it is. I mean, most people will be asleep by then or whatever if they're in that part of the world. I did not see why you said you're satisfied at all, dude. And I read almost every message. Oh, he said he was satisfied because the edict got nerfed and there's a new quest line. Okay, fair enough. If that's what makes you happy, then I'm happy for you. Are there any... I haven't noticed any bugs with the Aether Strikers Renacita, so I don't know if that will be addressed. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. So you're happy because there's a nerf. Okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair. So maybe not everybody's paid by Dauntless. Maybe some people are genuinely satisfied. That's okay. It's 1:16 a.m. in Australia. Yeah, because you're on the East Coast, buddy. No, Raphael, of course not. You can review my patch notes video. You can review... Jenny made a mistake. Okay, I understand. You can review my patch notes video, Raphael. It's only 5 minutes long. It covers everything. There isn't much in there. So you can go review that one if you want to. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess fixing the trees would help a lot. Okay, okay. I'm glad you're happy with that. I don't know, because nerfing the Molten Edict makes no sense to me. I mean, it was only good in one specific trial, and obviously it would be the only choice because it was very fucking useful for that one specific trial. Or trials that include ice behemoths. I still don't see why they had to nerf them. So, yeah. I mean, for me, looking at it, yeah, it'll be 3 a.m. when the update comes out. I mean, for most people in Australia, our time zone being in Singapore, we're on the same time zone as Perth, so it is pretty difficult for the people on the East Coast to make it to the streams. But there will be another poll tomorrow, although it'll be on a different topic. We currently have 17 with the 80 votes. That's about 13, 14 people, I guess. 14 people. If we discount one mistake, okay, a couple of people that are paid. Still not that many that are satisfied, which is fine. One genuine reason. Do you think they'll change the hunt pass? Nope, Sambasaw, I don't think so. Because as far as we can tell, you know, based on the information we've been given on the stream tonight, it seems to me that they're using the money not to invest in the game. They seem to be actually using the money for paying people to either vote that they're satisfied or they're paying people for the wrong reasons. So that's why there isn't much content. Again, consistent updates are very, very important to the long-term survival of a game. And The trees will be fixed, rednecks, so you don't have to worry about that. When the update drops at 1 a.m., they will fix the trees. So you can look forward to that. That's good. That's going to happen at least. What's the best bond for Agris repeaters? My advice, Jenny, is if you are here at this channel, please only use Asian robot builds. Do not build outside of Asian robot builds. I do not use the Agris repeaters because there isn't anything very good for using them with. You can actually check my channel and see what kind of builds we have because there are several really good ones. But none of them use the Agris, so I don't recommend using Agris right now. Authentic, I wish they said in the last update what order they were going to release the hunt passes. They did, actually. I think they did, but I can't remember. It was not in the patch notes. I think it was in the other post on the news. Yep. Do I remember what, Hawk Miller? You're gonna have to elaborate on that. They did list the ones that would come out, but oh yeah, I don't think they said the order. But no, wait. No, there was. Look for a table. There's a table that states which hunt passes are going back in rotation. I think that one has the order that they're gonna release the passes in. I don't know what that is, Hong Guido, but if that is another content creator, then technically a mod has to delete that message because you're not allowed to mention other people. If you're using a build that's not mine, then technically, well, I mean, if you want to, we really can't stop you. It's not recommended, but, well, then why are you here at my streams and asking me questions? You know, you should go ask the person that you like questions. You get what I mean? So, of course, there is no need for us to, like... Okay, well then that's fine. I think they did, Renacita. I remember some kind of table that showed that. Okay, as long as he's not. But you gotta be careful with those jokes, because here we take them very seriously, Honguita. So just be a bit careful with that. Zavi, I see you ninjaing for me. Hi. I thought it was the order, Authentic, so I really can't answer you. I have a video on that, how to farm bounty tokens for free, Hawk Miller. You can go and watch that video. It'll explain everything. It's only about 6 minutes, but, you know, short answer, just go to Blazeworks and do the island event. You're good to go. But for more detail, you can watch that video. Okay, Eric Jones, I understand that. That makes sense. Radiant Escalation is coming, Raymond, but they said late May, so that's going to be later in the month. And yes, I do, Hawk Miller, you can go watch that right now. Hey, Zavi. But yeah, Authentic, I do think that is the order. I think. I cannot guarantee. I've got nothing to do with the devs. I'm the most independent content creator, which again is why, you know, I'm very interested in all these people. You know, so far we've only heard from a few people who have voted yes, and in fact, we're still seeing the number go up slowly. We're up to about 15 people who have said yes right now. Showmic, there are some updates, yes. One of them was 1.90 or 1.84. I think it was 1.84. Some weapons got buffed, if I'm not wrong, and the Chainblade Spin got buffed. It was either in 1.84 or 1.90. But yes, there are updates when things get buffed. In fact, the Molten Edict was buffed in the past as well, so that's why they're nerfing it now, because apparently the changes were overdone. So yeah. Jenny, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Why don't you, if you're really looking for a new repeater build to try out, all right? Have you tried out this one? Okay, I want you to take this build and go build it, Jenny. This is the one that you should be using. I don't know why you're still using the old Valamir stuff, but go use this one. You'll have a lot of fun with it. Hey, Sonic Martins. I don't know if it'll be a new boss, Raymond. I cannot answer that because, again, I have no connection with the devs. I have nothing to do with them at all, whatsoever. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure they hate me. And that's okay. The feeling's kind of mutual. Yeah, peak Dauntless was when my builds were stronger than meta. It's true. It's true. It was a lot of fun back then. But, you know, that's just how it is. You know, I'm still waiting for some of these people to tell me something here because I'm waiting to see why some of you guys have voted yes. other than the people who made a mistake and voted yes, or other than people who were paid, you know, or who are genuinely satisfied, like Dot Power and Authentic. Thank you guys very much for sharing, by the way. Those of you who are newly voting I am satisfied, why? Come talk with us. Tell us why. Of course, Parasitic Cell is always recommended. I mean, Heroic Escalations and Blazeworks are some of the toughest content, so I definitely recommend using Parasitic. It helps with survival a lot. Support build with Torgadoro guns? What? No, of course not, Hungguido. That would be a custom build, and if you wanted something like that, you would have to be a top supporter or a top tier member. So if you are a top supporter or a top tier member in future, I'll build you whatever I want. I mean, it seems to me like it's a bit of trolling, because I'm very curious. Now another person has said that they're satisfied. Come tell us. Like, I would love to hear. I want to know. I want to know. I'm not gonna say that they're trolling without hearing them out, but you know, if you're falsifying results, please note that that is not healthy for your own game. You're not going to encourage anything. You're not gonna actually create anything. And escalations, as long as you have an Asian robot build, they're easy, dude. Literally just plonk on any of my builds. That's why, Hungguido, I keep asking, have you ever built any of my builds, Hungguido? Because you've been here for a while. You know, you're always asking questions and talking, but have you built my builds? Because if you're not using my builds, then if you are using my builds, then every escalation should be easy. There should be nothing difficult. I have all the crowns. My favorite, yeah, it's Blaze. I do like the Blaze crown out of all of them. And yeah, no, I'm still seeing the satisfied go up. And Zavi, because you vote for the underdog. Lol. Okay. Yo. And that's okay, Red Snacks. Thank you for sharing your opinion as well. Nothing wrong with enjoying the game. Those who are genuinely enjoying the game, please do say that. We want to know. Frost is not hardest because of Frostbite, to be fair. If you use a Bastion or a Discipline build and you just choose Avatar of Destruction, that's the secret to beating Frost Escalation. It can be done and replicated, so beating Frost Escalations are excessively easy, actually. All you need is a crit build. Of course, Hungguido, because there is... Well, I wouldn't ask anyone to explain their stuff in the front of class because, quite frankly, we've already done all the testing. We know that my builds are the most efficient, so... Honestly, you should be using my stuff for pretty much everything. And again, this is why a lot of questions are like, why would you have one escalation easier than the other when all of them are easy? So as long as you got the right builds, you get what I mean? Yeah, I know. You asked me that question on the comments, and I told you there is, as long as you've got my build, all of them are easy. Literally every single escalation is easy. You can go into any of them and just smoke them, you know? Well, Sambasaw, that's okay. That's okay. That's a fair perspective. I don't think we should give the devs a break though, because basically, like, for the longest time, we haven't had many updates, and other games are updating far more frequently. You see, as long as the updates are coming, the games continue to succeed. You see, that's why the games are always releasing new content. Acidic has never been good, Jenny. It's only useful on wounding builds. Again, please reference my wounding builds. They're all available on the channel. We only use Acidic for those because there's no sense in putting Acidic on anything else. So asking a question like that, very pointless, because there's no way of objectively saying, is Acidic good? It may not be good. Why would it be good? Like, under what circumstances are you trying to suggest that it's good? You see what I'm saying? You cannot answer the question like that. The question is dependent solely on one thing. Does it fit your build? And if you refer to my wounding builds, we use Acidic in those. So you can refer to those to see how to properly use Acidic, but not anything else. And Sergeant Bubbles, what I would say is that if you cannot use any of my builds yet, you can actually. They're not all endgame builds. You can start with my easy builds, Sergeant Bubbles. So, for what weapon do you use? If you tell us what weapon you use, one of my mods can literally go and find the easy build for that weapon and deliver it to you. And that doesn't require any endgame stuff, so you actually be able to farm it quite easily. But welcome to Dauntless. Welcome to Dauntless. And Saki, thank you for enjoying watching me play Dauntless. I hope you enjoy Space Punks and Tiny Tinas as well. The Urska Wounding Warpike. That's a good one. Yes, that's fun. Wait, was that mine? I think that one was Mr. Cream Puffs, dude. Or what was it? Was it mine? I don't recall using an Urska Wounding Warpike, dude. As far as I know, my Wounding Warpike is number 1, Savate. Malkurion with Savate. The other one was Iceborne Wounding. I don't recall using an Urska one. Unless it was a Revenant Wounding one, but that is old. So technically you shouldn't use that one either. You can if you want to, but that one is not as good. In fact, I think your best bet would actually be to update to the new ones, because there were several changes to cells that changed a lot of things about it. So actually, if you want, you can refer to 2 of my latest wounding builds. One is called Iceborne but Strong. That one's very, very powerful. The other one is the reworked wounding build, which uses Malkurion with Savate. That one is extremely strong and it's very good if you wanna run that. Fashion is often stated to be the end game, Hawk Miller, so I understand that. Twin Suns with Revenant and Skarn's Lantern, a good idea. You don't have Discipline yet, and I'm Psycho who likes Revenant's Tentacle Blooms. I have a Revenant build for the Twin Suns, actually. You can refer to that, Renka, if you want to. Yeah, I think that's the old one, dude. That's the old wounding build. I do recall it, but you see, what happened was that cells changed. Urska bonded with Pangar. Yeah. That's the old one. That's the old one, my dude. That's the old wounding build. The new one is, yeah, you can only get steel marks once per week, Authentic. So yeah, you can only do them once per week. The new wounding build is there, as Xavi has posted, because we use Relentless instead with the Malkurion and Savate bond. It's far stronger. You can try that if you want. Molten in some builds. Oh, those are old builds, Hongguido. So when Dauntless first came into 1.80, Molten was very fucking useful. But we later realized that there was more efficiency to be found if we take away Molten. So Molten was used in a lot of the earliest builds that also functioned with Iceborne because it really boosted the overall damage. But the problem with Molten is that a lot of players felt uncomfortable picking up the Molten Orbs. So we found that to be less efficient, and we did a test. And, sorry, let me get my phone. Thank you for reminding me. We did a test with Molten, and we realized that it was actually far better, far superior to actually adjust it toward, for example, say the Skarn's Lantern with Etheric Attunement. That was actually better. I know, right? We're basically having a podcast. Yep, very possible. I've done that before too. Power. Malkurion bonded with Savate is very good. Well, I mean, we can't say that everybody's like that though, Lewis. So, like, you know, that comment, I definitely cannot agree with it. Like, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3, 4, like, it might be a small population. We have no way of knowing the numbers because some people have given accurate reasons for why they are satisfied. So we have to take those into account at face value. Otherwise, I would be being as unfair to them as, in general, they have been toward me. So I wouldn't make that judgment in that way. I would say, fine. You know, I try and take most of it at face value. Yeah, no, listen, go for it. There's a Revenant Twin Suns build that I do have. You can enjoy that. You can use that for reference. It is the most efficient. And listen, metapubs don't matter. Metapubs are non-existent. Fuck them. This is why I don't play with randos. You should only play with yourself. Ha! Get it? Play with yourself? No, but realistically, I never play with randos because they're either insane or they think they know the game better than others. Yep. I mean, you know, again, that's okay, Lewis. Like, in my heart of hearts, I think that you're right, but at the same time, you know, we can never be as unfair to other people as they are to us. When they go low, we go high, and I think that that's very important. Yep. And yes, you're right, Jenny. Revenant is an Omnicell, indeed. Um, yeah, that's why authentic. I never play with other players. I usually just run private hunts instead. It's a much easier situation. We are Raymond. That's what they are, Renka. But it's okay. Like, they've always been like that. That's why we're not there. Here we try to focus on, you know, bringing more interesting things to the public so that they get the opportunity to express their point of views. You know. Yeah. I mean, every week you should try and do the trials. As long as you've got an easy build, it's possible to do the trial. What do you think about the appearance of NPCs? They have an appearance, I guess. They have an appearance. That's what I think about them. And there's nothing wrong with that. See, this is what I like about good conversations. We should have good conversations, because if we don't, then, you know, we're not doing anything right. You know, we should be here to have those good conversations. Oh, it's way better. Alright, sorry, just texting my girl for a bit. Exactly, Funzy. Most of the time it's just better to run in that manner, and that's okay. A lot of people do that. Middleman is thick. Lol. Yeah, soloing content is generally easier authentic. I mean, it's usually what I do myself. Well, Renka, why would you join anybody from the official Discord? Just run solo. Just ignore those people. Like, that's why none of us are in the official Discord. We don't give a fuck about them. They don't exist. Hey, Deptane, what's up, my man? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yes, you should, Dot Power. Doing the Dauntless trial is usually good as well. I mean, for the black dye is one of my favorites, and I love using it in a lot of builds. And yeah. Oh, the girl on the treehouse says like a lot of weird stuff. That's okay, Saki. I'm happy to be able to help, and you know, I hope your wife enjoys her Dauntless journey. No, I'll tell you, okay? Other than see, my wife is the best girl, okay? But Moira is totally awesome. Look at her. Look at her. Look at Moira. She's totally ready to kick your ass. Okay? Moira, best grill in Ramsgate. Best grill, okay? But of course, nobody beats my wife. Okay, my wife, top. Yeah, nice one, Coffee. Enjoy, enjoy. That sounds like fun. Shomik Schichter, to you, which is the most fun axe to use? I still like my axe build from 1.80. I could show you. I can show you guys, because this is already up on my channel. I'm just going to shift over to it so I don't reveal any of the other builds along the way. But it's this one. This is up on my channel. You can look from the best axe build from patch 1.80. This is what I use. This is what I use. Why does that say Omnisurge? So sorry. That's supposed to be energized. But yeah, this is what I use. It's good. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite axe build. Beginner friendly. I mean, you can still run the Valamir repeater build, Jenny. But I mean, Honguito, if you like Zayla and Priani, I'm down with that, man. Robot likes getting stepped on. No, I like getting sat on by my kids. I know, right? You gotta pay for the mad drip, Jenny. Ah, no problem, Death Donnie. Listen, you take your time, man. Anytime you come here, you got a seat at my table, homie. So you just sit back and relax. Now we're just doing a bit of a poll tonight. You know, we're looking at things and how things are looking, and you know, I'm very interested just to see how things have been evolving with the Dauntless scene and stuff like that. I'm just observing, you know, getting answers, thinking about things, and you know, having discussions with friends. Like this whole stream, I haven't done a single thing. I've literally just been sitting here, you know, talking with people and talking about the state of Dauntless and stuff like that, which is interesting. And like I said, it's what we wanted to do, because the more information we have, the better. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with characters being close, man. Let's take a moment to review the polls. We are currently sitting on 19%. 19% of people out of 98 votes, which is about I'm gonna say just 19 people in general. About 19 people have stated that they, or well, closer to 18 people maybe. 18 people have stated that they are satisfied with the game. It's very interesting. We know at least one person was paid. All right, no problem, Zavi. You go ahead and you relax. Daddy Zavi can come another time. Sleep well, my brother. Sleep well. So we know about one person has stated that they are sponsored by Dauntless, so they cannot hate on them. And one person made a mistake as well, so that leaves about 16 real results. About 4 people were genuinely satisfied, so that leaves about 12 results, and the 12 results have not said anything, so yeah. Axe build that does a large amount of damage. Take my best axe build from patch 1.80. That's the one you're looking for, John Papute. Standard repeaters every time, Renka. Twin Suns are just... they're a fun weapon, but I wouldn't use them for anything serious. Radiant Kangaroo Behemoth. Lol. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Yes, everybody, don't forget to like the stream. Okay, Lewis. That's a very interesting perspective. Who's your favorite NPC? Y'all are fucking weird. I like my girl. I think I'll stick with that. Minus me, Jenny. Lol. Yeah, the new update is obviously sucky, but... you know, we understand that, Death Donnie. That's the reason for this poll, because you know, at least one person did communicate to us that they're here because they're paid, and I thank them very much for their honesty. It was very, very helpful. Granny Strega. Okay, Renacita, we're gonna call the police because you're dangerous. So, Zeno, can we dial up the FBI, and we're gonna report Renacita. And he's at risk of major felonies. I know you're joking, buddy. We're joking too. There's always the NPC that the whole community hates. I don't think anybody hates any NPC because most people don't really interact with any of the NPCs. Do you? I certainly don't. I don't think or care about any of the NPCs. Realistically speaking, they just exist. A Cobra Behemoth would be cool, you know. You mean Marcus Borhier? Yeah, Marcus Borhier is pretty cool, I guess. He is pretty friendly. He takes us to the hunting grounds. Didn't know that you were 911 Power. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that, Renka. Like, some people prefer fun to efficiency. I'm just not like that. In that way, I guess you could say I'm a little bit like a genuine robot. I am very much focused around efficiency. I cannot stand anything that's not efficient. If it's not efficient, then I get very upset. You know, so like when something just doesn't feel 100% correct to me, I'm just like, nah. You mean Honest Oz? Yeah, poor guy. Well, we can't say that either, Alfonsi. That's not a fair statement to them. Because several people have shared their reasoning. So like I said, blind hatred is not why we're here. We're not here to be bigots or prejudiced people. We're here to look fairly at all circumstances. So honestly, we can't make that statement, all right? So I'm just going to delete that message because that's not fair to anyone. At the very least, no matter what, they may think, Dauntless may think poorly of me. Dauntless and their cronies may think very poorly of me, but I will never ever stoop to that level, and I hope all of you can understand why. I am here. I'm a leader of men. I'm a leader of people, and I'm here to ensure the fairness of the system. Whether or not people are in turn fair with my system, that's on them, and I don't give a shit about them. All right, that's their problem. Me, I am here to keep the process as fair as possible, and that means I'm also fair with the things that I say. You know, because if we make untrue statements, then you know, we're as bad as the people that always make untrue statements about us. I'm sorry, Jenny. Looks like you're getting mugged, which is okay. And Marcus the farmer. Lol. Fair enough. Marcus the farmer. I'm down with that. But it's good. Things are slowing down now. It seems that a lot of votes have come in. Fair. We're looking at, you know, I'm noticing a certain consistency in the ratios of people that have been, you know, like literally always voting yes. You know, it's often around 20%. So it seems to me that in general, oh, we've got another yes vote. All right. Mr. Yes Vote, would you be willing to tell us why? Because this brings the count up to 20 people who've actually voted yes. Other than the people who've already voted yes, what is your reason for saying that you're satisfied? Do you have a particular reason? Because these ratios are looking suspiciously similar to every other poll that I've held so far, where the positive responses to Dauntless are only about 20 to 30%. So I'm just very keen on knowing, because many of them are just coming here, voting yes, and then going, come talk with us. Speak. Do you think that they're actually preparing a mind-blowing piece of content? Ha! No. They're preparing the raid and escalation in late May. Now, if their next update has something amazing, I'll change my mind, John. Okay, Little Church made a mistake. That's okay. Jenny also made a mistake. That happens. Don't feel bad about it. So we've got about 2 mistaken votes. That's fine. Okay, that's fair. It does happen. Don't blame yourself for it. It happens to several people. The guy at the training grounds is ignored the most. There's a guy at the training grounds? I didn't even know this. Let's go confirm. Let's go confirm that there's a guy at the training grounds. I didn't see anybody at the training grounds. Let's go see this NPC. I don't even remember anybody there. Since when the hell was there somebody at the training grounds? That's cray. That's cray. That shit croon. That shit croon. Will Sporman, I don't know what he says other than welcome, but no, listen, bro, Zeno, I gotta go see this NPC for myself. Oh my god, there's a dude here. There's actually a dude here. What the fuck?
Always got time for you, Slayer.
Oh man, Sensei, my ass, I taught myself every single weapon. This guy can bugger off. Okay. Ladies and gents, I've confirmed today that there is actually an NPC here. His name is Trainer Rosk. Holy fuck balls. Okay. Didn't know. Cool. Nice meeting you, trainer. Yo, bro, I go to the training grounds every time, and I've been here for like a year, man. So, you know, I'm, he is definitely the most ignored. Poor fella. maybe I forgot his ass because you only see him for like 1 second in the tutorial. Then off you go and do your own shit, you know. That guy has no relevance to any of the quests, so what the fuck? Yeah, it could be. The Hunt Pass guy and Trainer Rosk. Well, Raymond, the thing I've learned about most people is that, oh, this build, Daniel, that's the best axe build from patch 1.80. You can go on my channel and search for that. Isn't Dr. Priyani also technically black? So that means there's 3 black people, .power.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah. No problem, Sheeran Plays. I'm here to actually do that. And technically, right, this guy also counts as fairly dark skinned. So, he has no name, but, you know, there's 4. There's 4. And, yeah, I'm gonna check on Cat, because, you know, we may as well. Dauntless, they sort of had a story. I just don't remember most of it. The bartender is not. That guy is Latina. Okay, that's true. That's true.
Hey there.
Katerin? I guess Katerin also counts as Latina.
We'll talk again soon.
Aether charge for Relentless? Just wound the behemoth. Wound the behemoth, Funzy. So if you... sorry. Relentless is not Aether charged. When Relentless is based on wounding the behemoth, when you wound, you get an Aether rush. There's a different term. Aether rush. And why is there no Asian NPC? I leave that up to you guys. Yes, that's true. There is no Asian NPC. Technically, there is one supposed Asian NPC. This guy, Admiral Zai. He's technically the most Asian guy we have. The Scarred Master. She's half Asian for sure. No, the Scarred Master is white. She's like half she's like American Chinese or something. But yeah, technically Admiral Zai is Asian, technically. I can't think of anyone else. And do I like the new Ramsgate or old Ramsgate? I reckon new Ramsgate is better in my opinion. But yeah, coming back to Raymond's point, the reason why some people want to skew voting results and things like that is because, well, for companies, sometimes it's hard for them to admit their mistakes. So about 22 people have said that they're satisfied. By the way, any new votes for satisfied, please come and tell us why. We want to know why you're satisfied. All right, even if you're just paid by Dauntless or something, just say it. It's okay. Nobody's going to hate you for it. All right, just speak honestly, because we want to know. We as players have the right to know why. You know, why are you guys voting satisfied? Why are you so satisfied with the current state of the game? And if you're not actual people, you're just literally making accounts to vote that, then you're not helping the game. Just keep that in mind. You're not helping the game. All right? We try to keep the voting process as honest as possible, because even if it's really, really bad, people deserve to see that. And that's where you must accept truth and honesty. So, coming in again, you know, Raymond, why do people do it? It's just because corporations sometimes cannot admit when they're wrong. So either that, or there's a lot of blind hatred for me as the as that Asian guy content creator who is like always so arrogant, egotistical, blah 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 blah. You know, if I were to use the Jared Leto sounds from that Suicide Squad movie, blah 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 blah. That's what I hear a lot of the time. Honest to God, there are a huge variety of reasons for why people might skew results in a negative way and be dishonest about them, Raymond, but well, we cannot change that. It's just a part of the world, and corporations sometimes do that because they know that if the true authentic results are shown consistently through the voting that I'm doing, then they may lose business, or it may prompt other people to quit, and therefore they're trying desperately to keep people interested in the game. So they're trying to make it feel like, you know, maybe it's not so bad. Yeah. Oh, you're 19, okay. But listen, please do not discuss age on stream. It's actually against terms of service. So we're gonna wish you happy birthday, but next time don't reveal your age, okay? You're lucky that you're 18, because if you were anything below 18, we would technically have to remove your mention of age, okay? Just remember, age discussions are not permitted, just in case that there are kids who are below 18 at the stream. It's actually illegal for them to be here. Hello, Sirap. And happy birthday to you, Dot Power. Congratulations on reaching another level in your life journey. Bows would be a very cool weapon. My stream is 18 plus. Only 18 plus are allowed at my stream, actually, because technically, in accordance with YouTube content, we are not suitable for kids, and anyone below 18 counts as a kid, unfortunately. So age discussions are not allowed. Hey, Lag, I'm doing great. I'm always doing great. I'm always doing fantastic. Can the middleman be a woman? He could be. He could be. Maybe he's hiding his gender, you know, like in those mangas and things like that. So, you know, I'm still waiting for more people to answer whether or not they genuinely are voting yes for some reason. Well, everyone knows that I'm 32 years old, man. There's nobody here who doesn't know that I'm 32. Like, if you guys don't know that I'm 32 years old, I'll be very fucking surprised. Because, yes, I'm 32 years old. It should come as no surprise to anyone. Well, I'll be turning 32 this year. In August. August 1st is my birthday. But don't worry, you guys will get lots of reminders before then, okay? I expect expensive ass presents, alright? Save up for August 1st, alright, all of you. All of you punk wizards. And whoever just voted yes, do you want to share with us your reason for voting yes, that you're satisfied? Like, please don't feel shy. We're not gonna hate on you. We're not gonna like scold you or anything, you know. Or if you're like some other people and you accidentally clicked on yes, then, you know, whatever. I know. Everybody says I don't look like I'm 32, but I am. I am indeed. I'm 32 this year. Ah, fair enough, Lag. I can understand that. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you for still supporting my content. I appreciate it. And yeah, exactly. The middleman could be using a voice changer. And late 20s, not bad. I like looking young. Thank you very much for saying I look young. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for liking the stream, by the way. Yeah, some people say I look a lot younger, but no, my actual age is 32. I was born in 1990, so I will be turning 32 this year. Entertaining people, rapping, being passionate about video games, that's always been something I enjoyed, so I decided to go into streaming last year, and I have not looked back since. It's been a hell of a journey. It's been a hell of a fucking journey. That could be a story, huh, Guido? Like, I would love if Dauntless had more stories. Dauntless really should, you know, have an actual active storyline. You're born in 98? Ah. Still technically a 90s kid, technically. You're caught in the middle, buddy. I don't have a stage name. I use my real name, Chen Siddhartha. My music's all in one playlist right now. I've only got one album out. The others are coming after 24th May when my new mic gets here. And yeah, in case you didn't know, Little Church, I rap. And you guys will get a little concert, which I've been pushing back because we've been dealing with the vote results. Well, thank you, Death Dawning. I appreciate that. In fact, actually, now might be a good time for the concert since chat has slowed down a bit. Y'all want some music? Early 2000s, lol. Well, I'm happy, Lag. I hope you will check out Space Punks. I might be playing that later this evening because my honey bear may not be feeling 100% for Tiny Tina's. But yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta Google that. Wait, before I do my music, let's go look at Vampire Survivors, shall we? What is this? Oh yeah, I have that game. Should I play that? Should I play Vampire Survivors? I kind of want to. That would be fun. Alright. Yeah, Vampire Survivors is good. I might do that or I might do Space Punks. Actually, I might do more Space Punks. I do kind of like Space Punks right now, and I've got stuff I really want to grind. Elden Ring, enjoy yourself, Lag, bro. But my wifey is away. My wife! I can't play Tiny Tina's without my Kaz. So I might play Space Punks later. I mean, you still gotta catch up to us, Zeno. I don't know. I'll consult the Kaz. Alright, but I'll consult her later. Wait, before it goes down, I must consult. Yes, play Space Punks. It's good. It's good stuff. You're 21, Zeno? Alright. You still got a couple of levels. Okay, tell you what. Kaz has given me the go-ahead. If you're okay with staying up late, I'll accompany you on my Clawbringer. Alright. You know? Yeah, Space Punks is good. I'm just waiting for Coffee to get his membership so he can join me too. Alright, ladies and gents. Alright, Zeno. My Clawbringer is about level 23, so you can join me. Later. Alright, let me pause the music, ladies and gents. I'm gonna pause this lovely flute music. Cause I know what you want. Ladies and gents, the Asian robot's about to bust it out tonight. Alright. You know what? I'ma start with my latest song. You wanna know why? Because several of you have not gotten a chance to hear my latest song. Alright? So here's a little mini concert. For those of you at the stream, keep voting, keep discussing. You know, feel free to talk while I'm, doing my thing. But I hope you enjoy this, alright? Keep the voting going, and just keep enjoying the show because I'm about ready to bust this out for you guys. Because, honestly, I've been through a lot, and there's a lot I want to say, so just take a moment to listen. It's Asian Robot, Chen Siddhartha right here. Eminem's my inspiration, Raymond. So y'all enjoy the show. My life started out with a criminal mindset. Only wanted cash cause I thought that's what I get. I pushed myself through the hoops and chains, through the whips and rain, fusing pleasure with pain. But I hate to say, or rather have to say, that honestly it was the journey that paved the way. Because I did my time and I right up my wrongs, just so I could stand up and say the demon was gone. But the demon still sits right inside of my head. If not for you in this nation, I would likely be dead. Slicing wrists wide open in the vertical sense, because I'm only worth something when I end up in the past tense. Everybody else seems to get along fine, or maybe they just hold it better with time. Is this the kind of life that we live in the now? Because I'm honestly sick of a silence that's loud. Don't you tell me that I'm okay alone. I've tried so many times only to get torn. You watch from the outside while I'm dying within. Your lies are the reason that I fall. I was fucking stupid when I first came up. See, I treated everybody like they was all fucked, cause I knew I was bad, so you must be too. It's projection, motherfucker, cause I'm just like you. But that's just a lie that I've always abused. I was super easy, so I always got used. Until the day I learned how to value other people. I was just a peasant king, preaching to his own steeple. That's why I failed for the very first time. I was the demon sitting in my own mind. I had to learn to trust, and I did it with you. Cause the robot nation is a very real crew. Everybody else seemed to get along fine, but I got something that I can call mine. I don't have to be all alone in my head, and the demons feel quiet now. Don't you tell me that I'm okay alone. I've tried so many times only to get torn. You watch from the outside while I'm dying within. Your lies are the reason that I fall into sin. Everybody else seems to get along fine, or maybe they just hold it better with time. But that's why I failed for the very first time. I was the demon sitting in my own mind. I had to learn to trust, and I did it with you. Cause the robot nation is a very real. Don't you tell me that I'm okay alone. I've tried so many times only to get torn. You watch from the outside while I'm dying within. Your lies are the reason that I fall into sin. It's okay, Mr. Cream Puff can simp for me anytime. Yo, what's up, homie? How's my simp puff today? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Okay. Now, I promised you guys a concert, so I'm going to hit a couple songs today. You know, I'm going to bring it back to a lot of stuff from album 1, because I think album 1 hasn't gotten a lot of love today. So I hope you guys are ready, because if we're talking about album 1, then we gotta bring a lot of that gangster stuff. So you guys ready? Because I'm gonna start this off with, I did Mirror Face this afternoon. Unfortunately, you missed it, and I'm still fighting the copyrights on that, so you're gonna have to wait until that pulls through. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit again, which is annoying. But don't worry, I still got plenty for you guys. Y'all ready? Here we go. Right from album 1. Don't miss it. Because you know there's a lot of people doubting out there. Chen Siddhartha, Asian Robot. Y'all know what's up. I'm the real boss and I'ma make it clear. I'm the real boss and I'ma make it clear. I'm the real boss and I'ma make it clear. I'm the real boss. Hear them doubters talk cause they chatter real hot. They say the robot's faking but they acting like thoughts. Sipping for their king on their knees, heading strong. They asking you for cash while still ganging on your dome. But I'm the real boss and I don't need to say it. Your kids call me daddy cause you know how we play it. Acting like you still got a kingdom of your bots. All the real ones bump into this tune from my jukebox. You got 4 times on my size and my viewership, but you're in the red like a bad crack dealership. Dipping in your product and addicted by the pound. If we throwing hands, you a puppy to a hound. You got 4 times on my size and my viewership, but you're in the red like a bad crack dealership. Dipping in your product and addicted by the pound. If we throwing hands, you a puppy to a hound. See, I never gave a fuck about saying I'm the boss, cause I throw my weight around like I'm Rick Ross. We run the fucking mob, so you get yourselves ready. It's initiation day, and this crowd is looking heavy. Loyalty, family, respect till the end. It's loyalty, family, respect till the end. It's loyalty, family, respect till the end. And since you love this beat, I say welcome to the fam. Yo, I'm the real boss and I'ma make it clear. I'm the real boss and I'ma make it clear. I'm the real boss and I'ma make it clear. I'm the real boss on. Hear them doubters talk cause they chatter real hot. They say the robots faking but they acting like thoughts. Simping for their king on their knees heading strong. They asking you for cash while still gagging on your dome. But I'm the real boss and I don't need to say it. Your kids call me daddy cause you know how we play it. Acting like you still got a kingdom of your bots. All the real ones bumping to this tune from my jukebox. Hope you all enjoyed that. Listen, Tupac's your favorite? Good, good, good. I hope you guys keep enjoying this because the fire is not going to stop. I'm going to hit the next one. All right, this one's from album 2. This one's from album... Oh, sorry, it is actually from album 1.5. Because this song, you know, kind of references the previous one. Y'all might really like this. Y'all ready? And after this, I'm going to hit a freestyle, so I hope you guys are ready. Because, you know... I never actually let people off easy with this kind of shit. Y'all ready? If you want the smoke, alright, Asian Robot gonna bring it. And quite frankly, I'm sick of the people that are dishonest and stupid. I never thought I'd see the day people they be celebrating, all because I've been away. It's like these bitches ovulate, hormones going wild cause they're thinking that I'm sunk. I'm just growing more aggressive while these people getting power drunk. Same kind of people who live their life on skid, always wanting people down in the dirt cause dirt is where they live. Fuck these bottom feeding dregs and dredges, animalistic, cannibalistic cannibals who can't even make it, thinking that they're oh so lit. At least I'm living my life, man. What the fuck are you doing? When's the last time you were even proud of something that you did? Cause you thought you'd be somebody, that's why you still talking shit. It's all your anger focused on a man who you want to squid. Ink is just a stain that washes off in the pouring rain. I make it rain with my emotions shooting out from twisted brain, twisted sick of silence, so I regulate with violence through lyrics that will murder you with absolute defiance. I'm always good, bro. My music isn't on Spotify, YouTube only for now, Raymond. So be sure to play it. Back on verse 2, thinking all about dissecting you. You might be needing diapers cause this internet is coddling you. You think the world we live in is based on blocks and mutes, but really there's 100 people waiting for your corpse to fucking shoot. You think that shit is easy cause you're never in the situation till the shit hits the fan. You're living with procrastination, fascination with that fatalistic frame of thought. You think that you're not fearing death? Never thought I'd see the day these people they be celebrating, all because I've been away. It's like these bitches ovulating, hormones going wild cause they thinking that I'm sunk. I'm just growing more aggressive while these people getting power drunk. This is an aggressive freestyle type song that'll be coming in album 1.5, so you can look forward to that. And unfortunately, yeah, I'm not on Spotify because I don't own any of the licenses yet. I would love to in future, but my music's not big enough for me to pay for the license because you have to actually buy the beat. And once you buy the beat license, it can cost you anywhere up to $500 to $2,000. So I'm not at that stage yet. Once I reach more like 10,000 plays, so my music will be free on YouTube until that time. So I do plan on going to Spotify, but it'll be a long time off. So until we actually get there, right, you can enjoy my music on YouTube. So I do apologize that it's only there. You can also hit up SoundCloud, but mostly it's on YouTube. So you can go for my Man of Fire playlist, keep playing the tracks, and you'd be supporting me tremendously. So, you know, enjoy that. Oh, I'm gonna freestyle. Now. This is a full freestyle. And the reason that I'm gonna do it is because I think a lot of you kind of want to hear what I have to say, and honestly, I'm gonna say it right now. You know, my music is a little bit different. See, I'm a very reasonable person when I talk to you guys. Like, I'll say, look, we're not gonna hate on these people because at the end of the day, you know, they're just doing their job, and you know, they've been very honest with us. So people like Mindaob, who've been very honest with us, you know, telling us the truth, about, you know, what's going down here, there, and everywhere and whatnot. You know, I'm very pleased that he was very honest with us. But you know what? I think a lot of people really want to hear me rap something, because I'm sure many people have certain feelings about the current situation with Dauntless. So I'm gonna bring that out right now in this freestyle. You guys ready? Let's hit it. Yo, I'm gonna put this one to devs. I'm gonna put this one to all your little, I guess I should call them your little cocksuckers, alright? I mean, y'all literally getting paid to come to this stream. Y'all wanna vote that you're satisfied on this just to give Dauntless some love. How the hell is that supposed to help their biz? Listen, honesty is the best policy. Do you want your game to fail? Is that what you wanna see? Do you wanna see this thing go down? Cause I'm telling you, I could sink this ship right now. I don't even have to do a diss track just to put him down. Listen, the only people all around you are the ones in the official Discord, acting like they big, acting like they got style. Listen, why the hell aren't they making money worth the while? Listen, all y'all pumping money into these people. Man, that's a fool way of life. I'm not in with that shit, cause I want people not to be under the knife. See, what I wanna... Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm actually gonna bring it back for a second. I'm actually gonna change that up for a second. You wanna know why? Because I can go harder. Hold up. I'm gonna go a little harder on you. Why the hell is our money not spent on content? We just wanna see this fucking game grow. The entire player base wants to see that killer flow. So, you know what? I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna tell you that if you're paying people, that's crap. Listen, I don't wanna have to do a diss track every single time just to get your attention. Listen, fuck off with the fake votes. I only wanna hear the real reason you think that this game is goats. If you're gonna say you're satisfied, man, people come and talk to us. Let us know why, let us understand the reasoning, cause I can't see a damn thing at all. I really can't understand why you guys even wanna say that this game is gonna ball. Listen, this game is gonna lose out, cause there's so many others in the market. Even though Space Punks has so many bugs and faults, honestly it's doing much better, and we're gonna buy the Founders Pack real soon, cause that's the way that I like to make things go straight to the moon. Man, I'm gonna surprise people with the kind of content that I put up, and I don't really care if I have to build up again. Honestly, Dauntless was good for my fame, but how the hell you gonna keep me being authentic when you guys can't even be real about the results that y'all are feeling? Listen, I'm ashamed to be here spilling all these beans about the things, but I really gotta take the real poll, cause I can't believe you have to fake results on my show. Don't really do that. Stop with that bullshit. Listen, you're not helping corporate do anything. You're just telling them that they doing great jobs. Pat on the back just so that you get more money in your pockets. That is a fucking failure of the system. Listen, I can go a cappella. I don't even need a beat to tell you that you guys are cheating yourselves out of real business. That's what's gonna happen if you keep this up. That's exactly what's gonna be fucked up if you keep your player base quitting and changing up. Alright? So, dear Dauntless, don't do that. And to those of you who are still voting you're satisfied, tell us why. Okay, see you, Authentic. Tell us why. We want to hear the real reason. Again, diss tracks, music, it's always representative. But 25 people, literally 25 people have come here and voted I'm satisfied. We know 2 results were accidents. We know one person is sponsored by Dauntless, so he comes here to say everything is good because he has to give them love. Several people came in because they want to show Dauntless some love because they think I'm hating on it, but I'm not. I just want the developers to face the honest truth. So why are you voting that you're satisfied? Tell us. Come here and defend Dauntless if you're real. Come here and tell us why. Several people have also expressed good reasons why. They're happy with the patch. They think that everything's all right. That's fine. These are fine, authentic reasons. That's okay. I'm not here to hate on that. But I think you can see clear results. Let's take all that away. Let's take all the fake stuff away. Look at the things with clarity. Be real. Be real for a second. Because I want to tell you something. If you choose to take only fake results and you choose to ignore reality, then dear Dauntless devs, you're only hurting yourself. Alright, you're only gonna hurt yourself. Quiet Chicks, that's okay. If you're satisfied with Dauntless, I'm happy for you, man. And that's okay. Listen, that's an authentic reason. If you're happy, that's okay. Some people can't afford games like Elden Ring. Some people can't afford AAA games, and that's okay. I can't afford them. I get sponsored to play them by the people who, you know, just love my stream, and that's okay. You know, so some people want to see Dauntless succeed, but you're saying that it's a fun game to play and it's free, so it means you're not spending on Dauntless. So you're satisfied with Dauntless, but you're not. I'm taking it, Quad Chicks, that you're choosing to remain free to play. You're not actually spending on Dauntless, because for them that's also like you know, pretty bad for them, because they're not going to be making any money, you know. So unless you're telling me that you're spending on Dauntless instead of Elden Ring, then okay, I'm happy for you, man. But yeah, no, Elden Ring is amazing, game of the year this year. So I think and we do have to accept that AAA games will always be around in the market. So the people who are broke will, and this is no shade, I'm just being realistic, people who are broke will play games like Space Punks, Dauntless, because they can't afford the AAA games, but they also don't really make the games money. They just make up the player base, you see. And that is also not healthy for the game, because what we need in the game are spenders. And okay, that's fine, Dot Power. And Quad Chicks, if you played Elden Ring, it's an amazing game. Enjoy, you know. You don't have money to spend on Dauntless and you're fine with it. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That's a fair reason to be satisfied. And yeah, Mr. Queen Buff, I think a lot of people have told me already that they quit. And these are OG people who watched my channel from the very beginning. So obviously not good for my business either. And Mike O'Reilly, everything is good. Don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. That's fine, you know. You want to see the new God of War? I heard it's going to be good. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Outriders World Slayer is dropping in June. We've also got Dark Tide coming to Games Pass in September, so that's going to be a hard one to compete with as well. Like I said, there's a lot of good stuff coming. Yeah, that's the only problem, Michael Rowley. Like, it doesn't provide a sustainable source of interest. So other than the people who can really afford it, I've seen a lot of my fan base just up and quit because they just get bored. And a lot of people do get bored, you see, because, you know, there's not much to do. Once you farmed everything, you know, why would you be playing more? I never move games, Dot Power. No, I'll be playing Dauntless until the very end. But what will probably happen is that I will generally be making content for other games as well to diversify my stuff. So, because for me, I think a lot of people are going free to play right now. Not very many people want to spend on Dauntless. Like, some people are like happily shoveling money into Dauntless, and that's fine. You know, they can keep the servers running for the rest of us, and the rest of us just make up the player base. But whether or not people would legitimately want to spend, yeah, that's a problem, because it's very different. Like, there are two types of players. Players can be satisfied with the game, but not spending. Players can be big spenders, but not satisfied with the game and may pull back their spending. So all of this factors in when you're thinking about revenue. When you think about revenue, when you think about how to make a business succeed, you have to have a continuing source of income. You see, that's why I'm very, very sensitive to changes in my channel memberships, because my memberships and my ad revenue are my continuous source of income. Donations are just extras that I get here, there, whatever. And in fact, I owe 220 push-ups for the total donations received today alone. And that's okay with me, you know. Like, I try to make content, I try to entertain people in order to ensure that I receive extra source of income. But without both the continuing source and the independent source, I would not have enough to be a full-time streamer. That needs to be said because it's very important. And this is what has really any new weapon ideas. I've got loads of new weapon ideas, all of which are doable, Shomik. But like I said, if they want me to help them out with ideas, they're gonna have to pay me. I refuse to give any ideas for free. If they've got money to spend, they can spend it on me. Like I said, I can guarantee it. I can turn this game around in 4 months. Chop stamp guaranteed. The devs don't believe me, that's their fucking problem. But I can absolutely guarantee you that in 4 months, I can make this game the most popular game on all of the internet in just 4 months. But the developers would have to do everything I say to the fucking letter. And pay me, of course. If they're not willing to do that, I'm not interested. Because why would I ever help a game that I'm not interested in? Or that doesn't compensate me for my time? You see? Now, Space Punks is a growing prospect. There's a lot of potential there. So I'm investing in a founders pack. I'm going to be making videos, doing a lot of stuff there, you know? I wouldn't say that, Alfonsi. I'm sure there are other content creators out there. As much as I like to, you know, like I've said before, on stream, I'm a persona. I portray an egomaniacal dictator on stream. But that is my stream persona, because that's just the way that I like to portray myself. But realistically speaking, I'm not a stupid or foolish man. I wouldn't say that I'm the sole reason Dauntless is still alive. Although many of my fans might agree with that statement, what I'll say is that there are probably dozens of content creators out there. There could be hundreds for all we know, just that they may have all small channels or some of them may not be recognized, but they may have their own small fan bases and people may go to them. For example, what about people that don't speak English? Maybe they have a content creator that's more local to them that does stuff for the game and they respect that content creator and they like that guy. You see? So these people might be keeping small pockets of, small pockets of fans alive. So realistically speaking, I cannot be the sole reason it's alive. So genuinely speaking, there may be several people who are still spending and supporting the game. It's just that me and my community choose mostly to turn away from that. Because why would the Robot Nation want to support something that doesn't support the Robot Nation? You get what I'm saying? That's my feeling on the matter. I understand, Mr. Cream Puff, and that's the way it should be. They should never have done that from the beginning. Hey, Sussels, how you doing?
I'm here.
Yes,
After
you're here.
So long.
Yes. How have you been? Why are you here so late at night? Are you okay?
No, I mean tomorrow I'm not going to school early, so yeah.
I see.
Like,
You were studying and working hard, is it?
What?
You were studying and working hard up till now, is it?
No, it was like in the afternoon. I've been playing.
Ah, good.
I mean, I did finish like everything this week. I finished everything this week that I could finish. I mean, tomorrow I still have to like ask the teacher about something. But after that, yeah, done for this week.
I see. Okay. Betrayer of the light not
Productivity.
being here. No, I'm kidding. Welcome. Good to see you.
Productivity 100.
Yes, productivity 100. Good job. You know, Mr. Cream Puff, you might be the sole reason. Kobe Gaming, no, only you. Doing great, Dauntless, for keeping the game alive. Well, thank you for that opinion. Like I said, I appreciate the love and support of the fan base, but yeah, like I said, I'm not arrogant enough I'm not arrogant enough to ever believe that I'm the sole reason for anything, because that's just not how I operate, and I never be that sort of person. You know, because if I was that sort of person, I think most of y'all would not be willing to even donate to this channel, because that would be a very inauthentic point of view from somebody like me. And dude, ideas, yeah, Raymond, like all those are viable. I can make them all viable, but like I said, I'm not giving no ideas until I'm paid. And well, yes, somebody did come and tell us that that there was that they were sponsored by Dauntless, which is why they voted yes. And because basically they're still getting money from Dauntless, so you know, they have to give Dauntless some love. And several people may have also just come to the stream to vote yes and, you know, falsify results a little bit. But I'm not gonna say everybody did that, because that's wrong of me, and you know, we don't know for sure. You know, we got to take everything with a pinch of salt. So yeah. There are plenty of paid hype men out there. They do exist, but again, that's also a very negative thing for a game, because if you're being paid to say a game is great, you're not actually helping the game, bruh. The games need to understand honest feedback, because it's the same as giving your tax money to the government, and instead of the government fixing the roads, they're paying their friends and say, hey, listen, can you tell everybody the government's doing a great job? And the guy goes out there and says, yes, government doing absolutely great job. You know, they're fantastic. You know, like, you know, that's why, like, we cannot just, like, although it feels like that, we cannot judge everyone on that, because other people have had valid reasons, and we have discussed several times these valid reasons, you know? Yeah, no, we know Authentic, don't worry. I'm clarifying that. So, Alfonsi, try not to make statements like that, because you have to tell the full story, you know? Like, some people, yes, 1 or 2 people may be paid, but we can't say everybody's paid. Some people genuinely enjoy the game, so they voted yes. Authentic is one of them. Dot Power is one of them. The other guy, can't remember his name, was one of them. Quad was one of them. So, like, and some people made a mistake and accidentally clicked yes instead of no. That's also the case. Jenny and Little, I can't remember his other name. Those guys accidentally clicked yes. So, you know, I can't say like everybody is all like stuck in one frame of mind. You know, need more emotes, more premium content. Hey man, you should tell that to the devs, dude. I don't know if anyone's willing to spend on them, but you know, maybe some people.
You enjoy the game you want to enjoy.
Yep. Oh, of course. My stream counts are always higher on Dauntless streams because that's what I'm known for, you know? So, a higher yes vote would definitely be natural. And that's why I'm saying, like, other than the people who have specifically spoken about why they chose certain results, I am unwilling to judge or tar everybody with the same brush. You know, like I said, Michael Riley, I definitely wouldn't be the type of individual to say, oh, just because one person confessed to being paid, all of these people must be paid. No, that's wrong, and that's not the way that politics should work. You know, science and reason, I know that's not how it works in the real world because everyone's corrupt and that's fucking shit, but, you know, at least here in this space, I try to make sure that, you know, we try and be fair to people. That's why I'm saying, like, there's no hate for the ones that said yes. If you're genuinely satisfied with the game, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy. I would love to be your voice, Drunken Boxing, but you do realize that I'm the most hated person in Dauntless, right? The devs hate me and everything to do with me. You're literally talking to the community of outcasts. We're all the outcasts. All the outcasts, we all hang out here. So, if you want to get yourself heard, you're 110% in the wrong place. You might want to go to the official Discord and discuss things there with good old Virgin Guard. They have been known to use their virginity to shield people. So that does exist, and you can go there. And every time I bring out the vote numbers, I've noticed that we'll get a couple more yes votes every time I bring up the vote numbers again. And that's not healthy. That's really, really not healthy for this game. Genuinely, if the feedback section of the game, none of it has been implemented, so we stopped using it, Shomik. So yeah. Honestly, the thing is, if any of you guys are out there genuinely voting yes just because you want to show love to Dauntless, I don't think that that's a good idea. We want to try and keep it authentic. If you do have a genuine reason, say yes. Well, Authentic, in case you didn't know, there was an issue with actual racism that we have screenshotted proof for, and that we and several others in my community have actually fed back to them. I've not only shown them the screenshots, the actual harassment, I've communicated all of this with the developers, and they did nothing because the person that I was trying to complain about was essentially protected. So yes, that person has stated that he speaks for the devs. So if the devs want to countermand that point, then they're gonna have to come and speak to me personally. But as far as I can tell, he speaks for the devs, and he said yes, they all hate me, and they're waiting for the day to take down my channel. I'm also still waiting for that diss track. He said he would diss me in a rap, so I'm super waiting for that. But yeah. So until I'm told otherwise, this is the impression that I've been given. Especially since they were very unwilling to help me with the situation of absolute racism. So yeah, for me, Authentic, that is the current status, and that is the current problem. So yes, we are quite confident, based on the implied results, that Oh yeah, Kaz was kicking ass in there, and hey, I'm glad you found me because of that, Michael Riley. Like I said, actually it drove more people toward my content. So yeah, no, it was actually a positive thing for me. I just it's okay, Patrick Johnson. And we are gonna switch games to Tiny Tina's, but we're switching at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is when I'll switch over to Tiny Tina's. I'm not playing Spacepunks because Kaz said that she's okay with me playing some Tiny Tina's, so I might take out my Clawbringer, which is about the same level as Xeno, and I'll run through stuff with my with him on my Clawbringer. I think I'm still in the forest though, if I'm not wrong, with my Clawbringer, somewhere around there. In case you want to see the screenshots so you don't think I'm just talking shit, it wasn't an employee, my dude. It was this guy. This is one of their so-called Ramsguard, one of their high-ranking members in the official Discord. Take specific note of the second statement. New content idea, beating up an Asian with one hand on the trail. People also pointed out the fourth comment, if that Asian dude is going to get partnered, I'm going to start a riot, which basically are racially charged statements, which are obviously against people of the Asian race. Which, yeah, they tried to play it off as a abbreviation of my name, but it's, you know, you can't have these kinds of statements in public. Now, if we look at the Dauntless official Discord rules, it states very clearly that comments which may be construed as hate speech, including ableism, racism, and sexism, are strictly forbidden and will result in the ban. This stuff was said in September of 2021 and in August of 2021, but the person is still active right now. So basically, nothing was done, and that's why it's implied from them that they dislike me as a content creator, and that's fine. You know, they're welcome to their opinion, and if they dislike Asians for some reason, well, that's okay too. I bear no hatred toward them for that because, well, number one, I'm Buddhist, and number two, I make my money off the people, not them. So my salary is independent of them, so I don't really care. It's just disappointing. So I spread the truth whenever I can, but other than that, I don't much care about what they have to say. Like, they can say whatever they want to say, and it doesn't affect me or my business. You know, I'm just here to spit the truth. You know, so it's okay, Patrick. Like, losing hope for the community is understandable. Well, I'm not gonna quit. So just to assuage anybody's fears, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna be here until the end because I'm here for the people. It's okay. It's okay, Raymond. Like I said, I'm Asian. I've dealt with it like all my life. I grew up in Australia, and you know, Australians have taught me some of the greatest values in the world, including, you know, giving everybody a fair go. And like, honestly, one of the greatest things that I learned growing up in Australia is that everybody's got a right to live. Everybody's got a right to live their life the way they want to, and you know, it's fair dinkum. It's fair dinkum out there. And unfortunately, even in a society like Australia, there's a couple of people who will be racist to you simply because they feel like they're being invaded by Asians. But honestly, Australia is just a great place to live. So I've always loved Australia as a second home, even though I'm a Singaporean citizen. And I like I said, I grew up in Perth. So realistically speaking, I do love Australia and I do love everything about it. But you know, racism exists everywhere, and it's just something that we need to understand.
Danny Ma subscribed
that, you know,
to the channel.
We can't change about the world no matter how much we want to. It's just the way it is, man. I was never on the Discord, Michael Riley. I only sent my people in there. My people kept an eye out for me. I refused to join the Discord because of several poor interactions that I had with partners when I started my channel. So although I was going to join the Discord and apply for partnership, I chose not to join. So I was never in there, so I don't remember this person at all. And well, Authentic, that's just the way of the world, you know? You get used to it. It's how it is. Thank you, Danny Ma, for subscribing to the channel. Nerf Warbase, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. We're holding a little bit of a vote today. You might be able to buy out Phoenix Labs, but I don't know how much it's costing. Like, you would have to get... Okay, look. I used to be an accountant for multinational corporations. Any of you guys like fishing? Gamakatsu fishing hooks? I used to do accounting for them. Okay, they're one of my clients. Just so you know, just name dropping here. I can't reveal anything about operations. Don't ask me anything about them. That falls under confidentiality. But that's one multinational corporation I've worked with. They're one of the best fishing hook producers in the world. Okay. So basically, when you want to purchase a business, you have to take into account staff salaries on a per annum basis. You have to understand the running costs of the business, and then you'd have to buy out the assets of the firm and pay for it as well, because it'll be a transition period, and you need to take into account that some employees may leave during the transition period because they may not want to work with the new owners, things like that. So you got to think about all that, and appraising all that is why you need to get an expert in there to look at everything. And the total cost is going to be more than the cost of the business. So if you wanted to purchase Dauntless, it would be quite expensive, even though it may not be a very large studio or a very large game. I'm still telling you it's going to run you $1 million or $2 million at the minimum. Is how I would value it. Think about it. If we had even just 15 developers getting paid a salary of $4,100, average median salary for a developer per month, multiply that by 12, in a year that's $738,000. All right, so that's already close to $1 million, right? And that's just the developer salary. Staff costs for marketing, staff costs for accounting, staff costs for firm costs for server running, firm costs for back-end stuff, software licenses, all that kind of stuff, net assets for computer equipment, whatever they're using to work, office space, office rental. All these are costs that you need to take into account. So it's easily going to run you $1 million or more to take over even a small studio. Just know that. And that's assuming the studio size is 15. With the average salary for each developer. Some developers may be getting paid more. What about the CEO? What about the guy at the top? Who's going to be your manager? Who's going to manage the workflow? Who's your business? Who's in charge of business? It's all expenses. So even a small business can get real expensive when you want to purchase it. So yeah, don't underestimate my knowledge about this kind of thing. This is what I used to do for a living. Proud to know you as a fellow Australian, man. But, you know, I don't use my Australian accent much because, honestly, funny thing, I only sound Australian when I talk with other Australians. It sounds like I'm smart, but none of this is smart, Alfonsi. So, you know, I know you're a fan of me, but I also have to be fair. I'm only talking about surface knowledge. I'm only talking surface knowledge. You want to know what really is smart? If I really did an in-depth appraisal, if I did an in-depth financial analysis and actually looked at every single aspect of the game, that would make me smart. This isn't smart. This is just me sounding smart. But I'm only able to sound smart because you know, I know this field. It's close enough, man. Authentic. Do you really think I'm gonna sound absolutely Australian? I sound American most of the time. Man, come on. I sound like I'm from New York.
I'm walking here.
But no, I have to actually, see, the thing about my accent is that, and I don't know why, but my default accent, even though I've never been to America or grown up in America, my default accent is American for some weird-ass reason.
Because of, like, the content that you watch?
Probably. That is very true. I tend to, when it comes to speech patterns, right, I adopt the speech pattern of the person I'm speaking with. If I were to speak with, for example, like, I can only speak English, but this is a really weird thing about me. If I were to speak to a French man, for example, I would speak with a French accent after about 30 minutes of conversation with this man. Similarly, if I were to speak with an Indian man, you know, with an authentic Indian accent, I would probably be talking like this by the end of the conversation. Like, I would actually be starting to use a lot of the Indian terminology, and the way that I would adjust my words and the way that I would actually bring my point across would actually be more correct and I would even use some of the colloquial slangs and terminologies that are used by the Indian people, because that is basically the unique condition that I have. No matter who I'm talking to, if I speak to that person and they have a particular accent that they are using, I would end up
subscribe to the channel.
I would end up adopting that particular accent and then, you know, speak in that accent. Yeah, it's just the way that I am authentic, actually. It's kind of insane, but that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. So the more that I speak to a person with a particular accent, the more that accent will be reflected in my voice. I think it's actually a survival mechanism for some weird reason. Because when I went in, when I grew up in Australia as a young boy, like obviously you want to fit in with the kids. I didn't have any friends. I just moved there, so I wanted to fit in. So you sort of start to adopt the mannerism of the people you're around. So my Asian accent was gone within I think about 2 months, and But like I said, for some weird reason, when I don't speak with anybody in particular, I sound American. So there you go. It's just the weird, it's the weird stuff about me. Jace, thank you for subscribing. And no, I do accents all the time, like I said. And even if a dude was Spanish, and he was speaking English to me, but with a Spanish accent, I would start to sound like that. You'd think I was part of the street gang, just that I couldn't speak Spanish, but I'd probably deliver a little bit of Spanglish to them. When did I move to Australia? I moved when I was 11, 11 turning 12-ish, around there. It was after, now I went into primary school a little bit early in Singapore because of the odd intake that I had. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, I ended up a little bit early, so I moved there a little bit early as well. It resulted in me basically finishing high school at the standard Australian age, which was 17. Then I came back and enlisted in the military in Singapore early as well. I enlisted when I was 17 instead of 18. So there's that. And yeah, no, most people to an extent, they will adopt the accent of the country that they live in. But it's also to do with social factors. I think because I know, and this is just, I hope you guys have a bit of a laugh about this, but when I went to Australia, there were this guy, he my good friend, all right, he Vietnamese, and actually after living there for 8 years, he still talk like this. Like he walk up to people and he be like, hey man, how you doing? And I'd be like, bro, why do you still sound like that? He's like, I don't know, man. I just live in this country, but I never change my accent. I still sound Vietnamese. Hey, you want to come to my noodle shop? Now that part didn't happen, but that is how like some people just don't adopt accents. It's mandatory. It's mandatory in Singapore. No, I'm not really brave, Alfonsi. All of us Singapore boys have to do it. Truffles will be going in soon. So yeah, no, it's national service, Michael Riley. Same as Korea. Korea also has mandatory service. So all males, once you reach the appropriate age, you will go into the military for 2 years. It's considered a rite of passage for us, I guess. We call it
pretty much
boys to men. All right, so you go from being a boyo to a mano.
when you grow more than a pair.
Yes, when you grow balls of steel. And also when you learn to, as we say in the Singaporean accent, chowking. Okay, meaning to slack off. When you learn to tuang, okay, that means to slack off, but in a different way. When you learn to be slicky, alright? To be honest, I was in basically the Singaporean equivalent of the Marines, the US Marine Corps, which would be the first guards in Singapore. I actually quite enjoyed it. I like the physical activity. In fact, after this, when I'm on Tiny Tina's with Zeno, I'm going to be doing 220 push-ups, or clearing as much of that as I can, which I owe from this afternoon, and also for the $30 tip that I received today. The total push-ups I owe is 220. So I enjoy the physical activity, to be fair. I received a terrible lung injury, unfortunately.
Wait,
so,
when?
My lungs are, my whole thing, I downpass because of my lungs lah, bro. You know me this long, you don't know what? Jungle training, I got fungus in lungs.
Oh.
So that's why I got so much trouble running. I told this story so many times that you of all people, you and Daryl should know what.
I'm sure he doesn't know. I'm like 99% sure he
I've mentioned
doesn't
it so many times. Yeah, bro, you just forgot lah.
No, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered fungus in lungs.
Yeah, I got truffles in my lungs.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that's why I'm Pestina now too. Like, I cannot run, but I can shoot. So I'm a very weird pest. I literally have excuse running in my thing because like technically after the situation I couldn't run. But now I'm trying to get back into physical training and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna let a lung injury stop me from living my life. So you have truffles in your stomachs. Agarus lives in my lungs. Yes, that's true. It was a very unlikely infection. So let me just say that. Most of the time, if you go for military service, this will not happen to you.
Yeah.
It was just very like, it's just like one of those freak accidents, but whatever, man. You know, that's life. Gave me a good reason to quit smoking too. I picked up smoking in the military and I decided to quit straight up. So that happened as well. My time smoking from 18 to 19. I then finished 18 to 19.
Wow.
Technically from 17 to 18, but I'm not legally allowed to say that. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah. So that was the major reason. But also, like, fun fact, I'm the last batch of soldiers to ever train with the iron sights on the M16. I had 16 out of 16 accuracy with iron sights in the daytime. Guaranteed hit. My dad was a sniper. But at nighttime, my vision was so bad.
Can't see shit, Captain.
I shot into the other person's lane, so
Oh my god.
I cannot use iron sights at night. Scopes though, I can guarantee you my accuracy is 110%. I shoot very straight.
The first time I shot a gun, I shot a bullet through the same hole.
Ah, nice.
Unfortunately. And it got counted as one bullet in the end.
Oh, fair enough.
And I was just there like, oh, okay.
But even if you shoot it, it should be okay, what? Like they'll still register the shots on the head. Anyway, now they have that. Now it's all playing video games, all virtual shooting range. Damn lame in the aircon. You go there and play arcade games, I swear. So yeah, for those of you confused about what I just said, right now, right, they've changed the military. We used to use live ammunition in the past. Nowadays, right, to pass the second test. Now there's multiple tests throughout your service that you have to go to the live shooting range for. You still probably have one live firing at least, but most of the time you go to the virtual gun shooting range. It's so bad. You play a fucking video game.
Gun shooting.
Yeah, no. The thing I'm proudest with was
God.
that my 16 out of 16 in the daytime all headshots. I aim for the head.
Wow.
All guaranteed headshots. Like, I actually at the time I was quite xiao on. I really wanted
Center mass.
I wanted to be a sniper as well. Then my night shooting was like that, so I was like, bad idea.
What happened to center mass?
Center mass failed miserably. It destroyed. Australians don't need guns. No, you just throw a platypus at your enemy. You throw a kangaroo at them. You throw a koala at them. You got koala grenades. You got platypuses. You know.
Now you scare them with the drop bear.
Drop bear. Everything in Australia just lives to kill you, so it's okay. You just set your wildlife on them. Australia's gun laws are very strict. Singapore's gun laws are very strict too. Only military has access, so the citizenry here is not armed. I love how this went from Dauntless to like just international stuff. We're just talking our lives, right? Yeah, it's really cool.
It's more entertaining.
It is more entertaining, that's true. The Emu War, we don't talk about that.
Oh my god.
Now listen. The Emu War never happened. Okay, we won. We win. We absolutely won everything. Okay. Nerf wars aiming is just not possible.
You can like you can have like your sights lined up on the person and your dart just decides to plop out the gun.
His sights just decide to flop out of the gun. What the fuck?
Yeah? Like legit.
Okay, fair enough.
Like honestly, like when I used to like just play a bit of like Nerf with my friends, That was once the bullet flew out. It immediately just deviated off to the right. I was like, what?
Nerf guns are so
Visible
bad.
confusion.
No. Don't play with Nerf. Play laser tag, okay?
Oh
I
yeah,
remember when
laser tag's fun.
they used to sell so many of those like laser tag sets that people could buy. I had like a couple of those, man. That was my
Oh
childhood.
my god.
That was that
Have you
good
tried
shit.
paintball though?
Paintball, no. I'm just not
Oh,
into
I've tried. It's really fun.
It's really fun but expensive, man.
It's painful if you get shot in the
Yeah,
wrong
it's also
areas.
painful, true. That's why I prefer laser tag, cheaper. A lot cheaper.
But you know, experience.
Yeah, no, it is an experience.
Especially when you shoot your friend like right in the thumb.
Dude, if I could afford it, I would, man. Paintball is fun.
And I shot my friend like right in the thumb, and dude was not having it.
Yeah. I can
And my
imagine
other
that
friend got
like
shot like in the mouth region on the mask, so like
Oh, wow.
the pain went through and it hit him in the teeth, and he was in pain.
That sounds very, very painful. All right, we still have now we've got 28 people who voted yes. Other than the people who've already said why they voted yes. You know, if any of you guys want to give your reasons, now would be a good time before we shift over to Tiny Tina's. Yeah, I would love to hear if you have any reasons for why you voted yes. And what is Singapore like? Not really. It's an equatorial country. We are our government is
Shit can
primarily
get hot.
Chinese. It gets very hot here. It's nothing like Australia. Australia is very, very cool. It's very dry. Singapore is very humid. So honestly, it's a
Yeah.
sticky heat. It can be stifling for some people. So there's not a lot that's very similar to Australia. But I'll tell you, a lot of people from Singapore go to Perth. Specifically, they go to UWA for their university and stuff. So a lot of people, like when they come back to Singapore, you hear the biggest slang that you always hear in Singapore is no worries, which is actually originally Australian slang that, you know, I started to hear a lot here when I came back. That was very interesting. But, you know, cross-pollination of cultures just happens. But in general, Singapore doesn't have a lot in common with Australia. Culturally speaking, we're very different people, especially in terms of work culture. Of course, some people try to bring that culture here. Doesn't usually work out very well. In fact, we have more in common with the Japanese work ethic than a lot of other countries. You know.
Oh my god, Japanese work ethics.
Hey, listen, if you're not doing overtime, you're not a good employee. Okay. Singaporeans.
If you're taking holiday, what are you doing?
Yeah, taking MC. Look down on. Wow, dare to have leaves. Yeah. You know, so a lot of people here are, especially for the younger generation, they're quite disgruntled because, especially like, I don't know, the current workforce these days, they're very similar to me. We value our personal happiness over you know, salary. That's why I'm going broke doing streaming as a full-time job, but fuck it, I'd rather do that. Most of my time I spend playing out your currency. It's about the same as Singapore's currency. I got one really good friend from Australia who donates quite a bit to my stream, River Archer. I've noticed the currency does not deviate much. Like if he gives me $4, it's about $4 Singapore. There might be minor fluctuations, but yeah, it's about the same. Aussie dollars are okay. There's certainly no trouble with them. Of course, my salary is in US, but Australia cost of living is high as fuck. That's the only thing. Singapore cost of living is a lot cheaper than Australia. Our cost of living is actually quite low, relatively speaking. Here I can get by on about a $1,000 US per month. Impossible to do so in Australia. Rent alone would kill me. So I'm glad that the 2 years that I have to spend in Australia, I'm moving back in September, is partially funded by other things. But yeah, I just plan to focus on my streaming because, you know, in general, the first 2 years of streaming now, I'm about to be in my 11th month of doing this full time. Of doing YouTube full time. And what I've learned is that, you know, it does take about 2 years to find any serious success. So I'm hoping I can at least make about 3K per month. That would be more than enough to live either in Singapore or Australia. while doing streaming full time. So yeah, that is my main goal for now. 1,000 a month, I can do it. I can do it with some clever budgeting, and with very limited food expenditures. Like if you guys notice, I only eat out once per week, Friday, and that's for my food stream. So yeah, basically all the profits that I make from this go straight toward bills, and occasionally I'll ask my stream if they want to fund something, become a sponsor. So like, so far they've sponsored my Yeti mic arriving next month. People have sponsored the Founders Pack for Space Punks. In fact, there was one guy that did it, Code 187, awesome dude, new Prestige member on my channel. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of the other daddies like Bravo, Zavi, a lot of them try and contribute. Zeno has helped out a lot as well. Basically, they're the people keeping the channel alive, yeah. And yes, I'm moving back in September. So you won't see much of me until September arrives. Yes, you did, Alfonsi. So during September, I'll probably be away for about, I guesstimate about 3 to 4 weeks. But then I'll be back with a vengeance, working hard again. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. But you'll still see me around. Just like I'll mostly be doing mobile streaming on Twitch, and I'll be doing just chatting streams on YouTube, and just talking stuff. Doing little walks around the neighborhood, stuff like that. Nature walk and talk for about that month. It's gonna be what I do. So look forward to that. It shall be a fun experience, I promise. Lots of IRL streams, lots of rapping on TikTok, so look forward to that. I don't qualify for Centrelink, bro. Because I have a job. I'm a streamer. So yeah, I don't exactly qualify for Centrelink benefits. I wish I did, bro. But I wouldn't go on the dole anyway, because technically I am doing honest labor, so may as well do it right. Okay, ladies and gents, that brings us to the end of our Dauntless stream. We're going to be switching over to Tiny Tina's for those of you that want to enjoy some more of the show. I'll be blowing stuff up. Zeno, you still alive out there? So if you're ready, we can do it. I'll be on my Clawbringer. Oh, I'm staying as a full-time streamer. I'm not getting another job. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'll be making music, streaming, all that. No change. Absolutely zero change. Like I said, I plan on becoming very successful at this. All right, Zeno. We ended with about 28 votes. 29 votes for people saying that they're satisfied. Most of the people have mentioned that they've already quit. Most of the people are unsatisfied. Just end this poll and see the results for yourself. What I would say about these results are, in summary, all right, and these are just the facts. One person has confirmed that they're being paid by Dauntless, so they came here to vote yes and show some love and support. Several people voted, didn't give a reason. 2 were an accident, so that's 3 confirmed reasons. About 5 people gave actual reasons, so that's about 8. So out of the 29 votes, 9 are accounted for, and the actual number of people that are okay with this should actually be 20%, because if we filter out the mistakes, about 20% of people have actually voted that they're satisfied. So and out of those 26 people, about 6 to 8, I would say, have their reasons accounted for. Like, they have genuine reasons to say that they're satisfied and are enjoying the game, and that's fine. I'm happy for those people. I hope that those people continue to enjoy the game. As for the rest, they did not comment, and I'm not going to speculate about their reasoning. I'm not going to speculate about why they chose not to talk to us and explain. But yes, I hope in general that they will feed this back to the developers, because based on the assumption, and I'll just say this, all right, I'm not hating on these people, but based on the assumption that these are people literally just coming here to try and show some love to Dauntless, don't do that. If you want to help your video game, please take my words to heart. You will help your game best by delivering honest feedback to them. Tell them that this is the people saying they're not happy, they need to see some change. Please tell Dauntless devs this, because you helping them to fake results is not going to help them succeed. And you can already see that a vast majority of people, close to 80%, are unsatisfied or have already quit. Please, dear God, if you guys out there really, really love Dauntless, man, what you need to do is please tell the developers they're on the wrong pathway. They need to change, or they will end up in a bad way. And no problem, Raymond. Listen, you get on your feet first, and then, in future, if you're around and you got some spare change, you can throw some my way. All right? I live off the people, but I will always deliver back to the people, so don't you worry. As and when, my man. You have to worry about it. Just keep watching my videos. When you can, play my music on YouTube. It helps tremendously, because the more people that play it, the better it trends. Okay? Thank you guys very much. I'll see you all in 10 minutes for Tiny Tina's. All right? We'll be right back. On a new stream, not on this one.